begin? 'Cause I've laid it out for them. Just tell me, could you get it off? In the aftermath, oh, would you leave it all out on the table now? Before the dust settles down. 'Cause right before the sunrise, I could see the fear in your eyes. You thought I'd disappear for good now. You thought you left me dead, 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 dead. You thought that I was slowing down by now. But think again, think again. I thought that I was gone for good now. Praying I turn around instead. Hey, hey, hey. You thought that I was slowing down by now. Think again. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. It's you and me, we're going and we're going ahead. I'm coming at you like a bull, all I see is red. A fire in my righteous eyes, you can't hide. 'Cause I'm the light illuminating every shadow up. I'm coming for you, I can see it that you're running lost. I've been reading the signs, I feed the fear in your mind. You thought I'd disappear for good now. You thought you left me dead, 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 dead. You thought that I'd be slowing down by now. But think again, think again. I thought that I was gone for good now. Praying I turn around instead. Hey, hey, hey. You thought that I'd be slowing down by now. But think again. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Yeah, listen up, I got the holy light at my command. And I got trouble here for you in my right hand. 'Cause you've been left now open wide, so justified. I won't let the people down, gonna raise them high. We're getting louder every day, we're amplified. Done it with the light, you're gonna wanna be on my side. It's over. It's over. 'Cause I'm coming for you. Yeah, you know it's full speed ahead. Yeah, yes, I'm coming for you. Yeah, you know it's full speed ahead. Disappear for good now. You thought you left me dead, 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 dead. You thought that I'd be slowing down by now. But think again, think again. I thought that I was gone for good now. Praying I turn around instead. Hey, hey, hey. You thought that I'd be slowing down by now. Think again. Full speed ahead.
It's been a long night and I can feel your anger. When the city of light is shrouded in the shadow. Tomorrow brings another day of sorrow, but I can feel it anymore. We could be fine to stay where we are now. No, but this game of running ends here and now. But sorry, I won't be the same again. The Fires lit and blazing through the darkness, burning her surrounded by the sirens, waking up the people in the silence. Just follow me, yeah. Electricity is running through my veins. Our history won't be written in change. Do I lose myself of what I've done? The price won't be in vain. Money time, we fought so hard to swallow all the pride, but the time has come for light to shine away. The story will be told, we will never be alone, yeah. I don't mind if you're gonna change your mind, 'cause we're running out of time, drawn into the afterlife. But can you feel the pain inside my head? This burden that we always carry. Show me, can you fight instead? But sorry, I won't be the same again. Fires lit and blazing through the darkness, burning her surrounded by the sirens, waking up the people in the silence. Just follow me, yeah. Do I lose myself of what I've done? The price won't be in vain. And all this time, we fought so hard to swallow all the pride, but the time has come for light to shine away. The story will be told, we will never be alone, yeah. So tell me how you feel. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna stay tonight. I don't wanna stay tonight. I don't wanna waste no time.
Yo!
I don't wanna stay tonight.
Are they gone? No, they're still here. Well, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Shit. Hopefully y'all have had an absolutely phenomenal day. How's it? Are they gone? Hey. Okay, sweet. How we doing, fam? How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Dude, listen. Sorry it took long. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie. All I was doing was making a coffee. That's it. That's literally I had a little chat with family, but like for the most part, it's all I was really doing. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, fam. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have your guagua. Hope you have your tea. Hope you have your coffee. All right. I hope you got el tinto. You're from Colombia. You know what that means. Hopefully y'all are cozy, because this is gonna be a short stream or a long one. I have no idea, but regardless, it is going to be a stream. It's gonna be a little story heavy, so hope you're cozy. All right, I'm expecting some emotional feels. I have a weird feeling this story, a weird coincidental. I don't know why. No idea why. I have a weird feeling the story is gonna hit. Personally, you know, but I don't know why. I have no idea why. So we'll see. Disclaimer. Okay, just know that everything I say on any stream is my opinion, and that I could be wrong, but I believe I'm right. Yes. So, and if I'm wrong, that's okay. It's cool your jets. It's not that serious. All right. I'm a crack jokes. I'm gonna say dumb things. I'm gonna say incorrect things, and I'm gonna say correct things. All right. I'm human. I don't know what else you should expect from me. I'm not perfect. Sorry. If you're looking for that person, I am not him. Especially I say that disclaimer, especially with this story and with this stream. I can't go into details, nor will I go into details. All I will say is look forward to Lucio Soñador, and just know that I am very very, very excited for this stream, and know that I may say some things that you may or may not feel very comfortable with or disagree with, but just know that it's all in good fun and it's just a game at the end of the day. Okay, cool, yes, awesome, sweet, dope. Dope. Now that we got the disclaimer out of the way, has anyone already read the story? Has anyone already gone through everything? I don't want spoilers, I'm just curious. Is anyone already like prepped? Like they know, you know? They know. Yes. Okay. Where are we at in the story in terms of how we feel how good this was done, right? Now, I'm not saying so much as in like, is it your favorite or not your favorite? More so just like for what it is, thematically speaking, how good do you feel this story was on a scale of a 1 being the worst and a 10 to being the best that they possibly could have done with this type of story, you know? And if you're like over the halfway point, you can pitch in. I'm just curious. It's a roller coaster of emotions. Interesting. I was waiting for the stream to experience it with you. Hey, cheers. I appreciate that. Solid 8 out of 10. Solid. 11.5. 9 out of 10. I did get confused at some parts. Got you. Okay. So, like, the general consensus is it's either was solid or damn, this was really good. Either or depending. Okay. That's a good sign. Blank, welcome to the fam. Thank you for becoming a member. It's appreciated. Cheers. Look, listen, I don't know how long the stream is gonna be. Also another disclaimer, just a heads up, I might get emotional. I'm an emotional sob and I'm an emotional person, and in this story, it's probably just because I like Texas. No, definitely not for any other reason at all. Definitely not. It's probably just because I like Texas, but you know, there's probably going to be a lot of moments in this story that I get a little extra emotional. Maybe I'll get a little extra quiet, you know, maybe I'll get a little extra heated. I might say something dumb, all right? Because I get emotional in moments. Just know that I'm an emotional dude and I say dumb things, all right? I'm notorious in another game for calling one of my favorite, by the way, characters an absolute coward because he pissed me off. Is he a coward? No, he's not. But I called him one because he made me mad in the story, all right? Did he deserve that? No, he didn't. But it's just the type of guy I am, all right? I'm a very loud, rambunctious, emotional dude. It's how I get, all right? And the best thing about me is I'm honest. The worst thing about me is I'm honest. I don't know how to filter, so I will say things and with like out a care in the world as to like whether or not it's accurate or not. So now that we're on the same page, cheers. Welcome to the stream. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm so pumped for this story. I really am. I'm like giddy, you know? By the way, this has been my wallpaper for the past like month. It's a vibe. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the boys. It's the squad with the guys. You know, you got Hoshiguma in the back. Come on, man. It's the hardest people in a single crew. Got Hoshiguma, Tequila, Mountain, Executor over there in the corner. Like, I see you, bro. Like, what you doing? You know, like, the hell is going down in this picture? You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it's going down. Like, why do you got that many people? And specifically that type of people. You know what I'm saying? You got Tequila, Hoshiguma, and Mountain with Executor in the back. I don't know, man. That's official art. Apparently, yeah. Apparently it's official art. I got it off Twitter. The more you know. Right? I know for sure that you'll enjoy it. I'm excited. A little antsy, but hey, Dreamer, I don't play this game, Arknights, but it's one of those days where seeing a friendly stream is exactly what I need after a meh day. I'm sorry you had a meh day. A meh day. Cheers. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the content. Hey, thanks for vibing with us. I appreciate it. Hopefully good vibes your way. Hopefully it gets better. If it was a meh day, ideally, eventually it gets better. Ideally, because like, you know, the laws of nature. If you're on a low, your high is gonna come soon. This even applies with business and stocks. This is true. This is true. Knowing you, you'll love it. I promise you. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Now, Executor, now that he becomes Reaper, dude, his Reaper skin looks sick. Or not skin, but altar. It looks dope. Like, oh, you know whose reaction I was excited for on the Executor reveal? This was before it was even revealed. All right, hold on. Joss, welcome to the fam. Thank you for becoming a member. This is before it was revealed. So there's an OG in the fam that's been here since I was like 5 viewers on Twitch. Celundi, y'all might know him. All right, you might know him. She is amazing. Hold on. And they had tweeted out ahead of time. I guess they're like they're super caught up in the story, because they were coming up with predictions as to like who could possibly be getting an altar. They are, by the way, die-hard Executor fans, and they were like, I'm hoping it's Executor. I saw this tweet. Actually having stomach pains from being anxious waiting for whether or not Executor altar will become a reality. With Colombo Insider being announced, my hope you missed through the roof, actually terrified. I was like, so when I saw it on stream, like, I was hyped because I love Executor a lot. But I just did. I love that, man. I love that. That's like, that's hype. That's hype, man. Scotty has been spamming Executor altar hints in the past month. Really? Wait, for real? Damn. Texas the ammo. Bro, it's... Alright, listen. I said amor. It was, I stuttered. Alright? I got confused. I'm Hispanic. Amor is a very popular word in Spanish. I got confused. I'm not Italian. I'm Hispanic, alright? So my brain auto-corrected Omer to amor. Alright? That's it. That's all it was. Alright? That's all it was. It was a Hispanic brain autocorrect. I'm not Italian. I'm Hispanic. I saw Omer. My brain was like, amor. You know? It happened. It happened. Don't judge. Oh, man. Don't judge. There are no accidents, Master Hugo. Oh, man. All right, we're gonna load in here real quick. Hold on. I made an oopsie. I forgot to grind. What, did I just get kicked out of Arknights? What the hell? Hello? Let me in. Still romance speaking region regardless, Italiano or Hispanic. I mean, you're not wrong. That is true. Look, listen, nothing against the English language. I got nothing against it. I learned English and Spanish at the same time growing up, which is part of the reason why I keep slipping into both randomly, because when I get excited, because it's just like, that's how I grew up learning language. So every now and then the rules of the other language will kind of clash with the other language that I also know. But even with that, I do gotta say, nothing against the English language. It don't hit the way Spanish does. I'm sorry. It don't. But I will give credit where credit is due. All right. I will give credit where credit is due. I will say the English language does a really good job at articulating descriptions. Like I feel like it's a lot easier to be a little more specific in English than it is in Spanish, personally. That's just me. That's just me. Personally, because we have multiple meanings with our words, to the point where, like, if we slightly change the tone of a word, it means a completely different meaning and intention in the word, you know? We have certain words that mean multiple words in English, right? So I will give credit where credit is due. English is definitely a very specified language, if that makes sense. But it just don't hit the same. I don't know. Me personally, that's my opinion. You have the right to yours. We can agree to disagree. But, like, for example, you're freaking stupid. You're an idiot, you know? Versus estúpido. It hits different. I'll put emotion behind stupid and won't put emotion behind estúpido. Listen. Stupid. Right? Estúpido. Yeah, bro, even that, I don't know. Like, even that hits way more. Like, you don't even gotta know. I don't know. It might just be me. Might just, yeah, like Russian's another one. Like idiot. 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀. You know, like, damn, okay. You know, like, I don't know, man. That might just be me. That might just be me. You think I'm scared? You think I... Do it. It's that easy. It's that easy, man. I won the last one too. Let's go. Oh, man. W. I literally go with the highest risk every time. Every time. I think I lost one so far. So far, I have lost one. But I you know, it's we've been doing good. We've been doing good.
È sparito da un po'. Non c'è motivo di preoccuparsi. Se non è più ossessionata da me, starà tramando qualcos'altro. Non mi interessa regolare i conti con lei. Ci vedremo molto presto.
I like have waited to be able to log in and have Texas Alter on the login screen. I don't know. It just hits. It just hits. Let's just say, do we get a special background for Siracusano? By the way, the beginning of the event is very large, so have a full coffee on hand. Well, I do have a nice cup of Joe right here, but sounds like we may need. Sounds like we may need a good coffee then. Maybe. A good refill. No, we do not. Oh, that's a mood. We do not have a Siracusano background. That's a mood. I used to have special backgrounds. That's dope. That's the. I'll be honest with you. I don't have many backgrounds. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I do not. I gotta start collecting. I gotta start. Here's the thing is like, since I'm not consistent with this game, it feels weird to do story without y'all. Like it bothers me, like genuinely. But at the same time, like I just want to do it, you know? But like I did Gaviel's first event story on my own. And like halfway through that, I was like, man, I would have really liked to have done this on stream. Like there were a few moments where like I got like excited and giddy like during the Gaviel, like the first event, right? And I was like, I wish I did this like on stream, and there's been a few of those. So all right, fine. I gotta get this out, bro. Penance is really pretty. All right, there. I said it. Penance is really pretty. It's actually crazy. I don't know. You know, I was yeah. That's all I'll say. All right. It's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous. That aside. This is pretty cool. This is different. I remember seeing this, but I also don't know how I approach this. So click the left side UI. This is the left. You mean the right side? Yellow dot. Click the left side? Oh, sorry, right side. Are you telling me one person said left side, got it wrong, and then the entire chat followed the person that was wrong in the chat by repeatedly saying left side? And then the person that said, oh, sorry, got it wrong, right side, and then everyone else went right side. Bro, y'all did not just have a hive mind moment in my chat, right? I mean, yeah, no, I see that, I literally saw one person in the chat go left side, and everyone else followed their example. Oh yeah, left side, left side, left side. And then that same person went, oh my bad, right side. And then everyone else followed, yeah, right side, right side. Y'all gotta stop watching my streams. I'm starting to rub off on y'all. Oh, that's not good, man. Oh man, you mean this? You mean this? Bro, am I colorblind? That ain't yellow. That's like a beige. You mean this? The arrow? Like what this? And then do I click the? We are Seaborn? Oh, y'all are not Seaborn. Get the hell out of my chat if you're Seaborn. I'm sorry. No. The crossword's on the right and the thing above it. Is there Pizzeria Martino? What happens if I hit cafe first? Just curious. Pizzeria Martino. Let's click the crossword. It's just a description. Oh, well, I want to know. Not everyone is a fan of this cafe's new varieties of coffee. Breaking old rules is a new anomaly. What? Bro, let the brother cook, okay? Let him experiment. There's nothing wrong with that. I experimented a ton back in my day. Cheers. Hey, you do you. Unless you're letting the coffee brew for like extra long, in which case the hell are you doing? But besides that, you know, like experiment, have some fun with the cold brew, you know? Click on the place that has a yellow dot. Oh, I see what you mean. Got it. On the map. I was expecting it over the. Got you. Okay. Texas wakes up from a dream knowing that her past has come knocking on her door. That's some nightmare fuel right there. Dark clouds loom over Volsini. The rainy season has come. Okay. Alrighty. The streets of Colombia as a whole are generally more spacious and vibrant than those of Siracusa. But when walking through these streets, one sometimes feels a sense of emptiness, as if one does not belong. Why do they look like... Why do they look like golden children that got sent to college and listened to mom and dad's everyone? Sorry. And it's the fact that they look like each other anyways. My bad. Hey, you car wash guy. Or you're from Siracusa, so I got a question for you. I'm here to wash cars, not answer questions. Don't be like that, pal. Relax. We're not here to cause trouble for broke-ass bumpkins like you. We're a group of your countrymen coming to town today. We just want to know where they are. What business do you have with them? Business? Catching up on old times? Old times, huh? Hey, my nano always used to tell me, never forget that you're a Siracusan. Siracusan? Hey, you don't look Siracusan to me. I agree. Me? Siracusan? Colombia's the future, pal. It's where the gold certificates are. The young associates of the Colombian families always heard from their forefathers that they came from Siracusa. But they've never taken it seriously. They're like way down the line in the generations. Got you. Your roots will always be in Siracusa. It's the crusty old fossils who say stuff like that. Spoiled prick. Colombia's a land of pioneers. Roots? We don't need roots. That's right, Hick. You'd better tell us where your paisani are if you don't want any accidents happening to your little shop here. I'm sorry, Mr. Upright college little two shoes spoiled 7th generation dude is threatening. Brother. Listen, I'm just saying you don't do that, okay? You go to your local car wash, all right? Where I'm, bro. You better watch your mouth, bro. You got a good head on your shoulders, pal. Don't see a whole lot of wolf pups out there as bright as you. To be a pioneer is to invite chaos, and the Colombian families gradually lost the order they should have had amidst this chaos. But for Siracusa, order stands taller than the law itself. The car wash worker zones out their nose in commotion, turning and slowly opening a cabinet to produce a tool that he is all too familiar with. It is heavy and sharp, having been meticulously polished by a car wash worker. The glint reflecting off its blade reminds one of the moonlight in Siracusa. Then he slowly walks toward the complacent idiots who have their backs turned to him. Do you remember what I said earlier about... That's what I'm saying. If you know, you know. Bro, if there's any... Dude, listen to me. Listen to me. If there are any two occupations you never F with in certain cities, it's car washers and automobile people, all right? And there's a reason for that, and I won't get into that unless they talk about it, but, like, you just don't, okay? Oh, man. You don't. Those are two... You don't, bro. There's a reason for that. There's a few reasons, but there's a primary. Oh. Officer? Missing college kids? Sir, I wash cars all day. Scholastic. Sir, I wash cars. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Man, 3 college kids went missing though. That's crazy, sir. Yeah. I wouldn't know. There are people who tend to not hang around me, so odds are they probably didn't come near my shop. Yeah, have a good day, sir. All right. Bye-bye. I'm just saying, like, that's how that goes. Anyways, I'ma shut up. Anyways. Then he slowly walks toward the complacent idiots who have their backs turned to him. Like a car wash worker who only wants to scrub the floors before opening up shop. Like a Siracusa. Yeah. That's about right. Texas's eyes snap wide open. As her vision comes into focus in the darkness, she sees a poster Axia put up against her will. Her hands... Ooh. Soundtrack hit. Her hands transmit to her the sensation of the down quilt that Croissant sold to her at a special price when the season changed. Sora's sleep assisting CD is still playing. All of this lets her breathe a sigh of relief. Wait, Sora sleeps with music on? My youngest sibling sleeps with music on. I don't know if that's... Quasa, shut up. She understands full well that the dream had never really happened. The Colombian family never had a chance to pester the Siracusano guest. Yes, they do. Dude, that's a mood. As for the car wash worker, she has only met him once. A dream that has no meaning except to remind her of her Siracusano roots. Since coming to Lungmen, she hasn't had this dream in a long while. So why have it now? She unconsciously wants to see the night outside her window. And the moonlight still shines bright and clean. Myriad colors still dot Lungmen's nightscape. But within it all is an existence utterly incompatible with everything around it. Outside her window, on a rooftop beneath the moon, a wolf is staring directly at her. Everything surrounding it can be called the creations of civilization, and this wolf is undoubtedly a symbol of the wild waste. He does not belong here, never should have appeared here. But he still appeared in all his majesty, his figure seeming to tower above everything else around him. Come. It is time for you to fulfill your end of the deal. In an instant, Texas understands why she had the dream. Dreams are not necessarily connected to reality, but dreams often are omens. And without a doubt, the dream she had tonight portends that her past has come knocking on her door. It's nightmare. Noisy, excessive, corrupt. How far you've fallen to become indolent in a place like this. Huh. But at least you thought of killing me the moment you saw me. That means my trip was still worthwhile. I can give it a serious try, Zaro. I won't make a difference in the aim, and same as 7 years ago. You should feel grateful, last wolf of Familia Tejas. Our deal still stands, which means you still have a chance to pay off your debt. The Wastelands have always played fair. Stop calling yourself the Wastelands. It's never cut deals with anyone, Signore de Lupi. Maybe you've never gotten close enough. Stop talking in circles. What do you want me to do? Follow me back to Siracusa. You are to assist my Fang. Fang. Fulfill his request and consider your debt paid in full. Ooh, fudge. That's scary. At that time, whether you choose to return here or remain there is no longer any of my concern. Fine. If it ain't Zaro, Lord of Wolves. Think you can just show up in my city, take my people, and leave it like it ain't no thing? Your brain overgrown with weeds now, too? My bad. God, you ain't even got a brain. Emperor, my wretched kin. Long has it been since we last met? 200 years? 3. And what is it, this revolting outfit? Bro! Don't disrespect Tupac like that, alright? Well, I guess discount Tupac, but still. Hey! Watch your mouth! What are you dressing up as? What happened to your sheet music? Your conductor's baton? You finally tired of pretentiously tickling the ivories atop the lofty spires of Lathanian? Mind your business, Zaro. As if I'd remember when the last time we met was. Wish there wasn't a last time, to be honest. Hope there won't be a next time and that I forgot about this time. I don't understand. You can choose to step aside and then forget all about it. Did I stutter? Get your sorry ass back to Siracusano and leave my people out of your shit. I don't even get how your brothers and sisters still let you and your pups play your little mob game in Siracusa. There are many paths to victory. This was my decision and it has nothing to do with you. Y'all had some kind of deal inside there then, huh? Y'all keep to your own turf. Keep out of human business. Take a good look at yourself. You hardly look any different from the humans. You're telling me to stay out of human affairs? What are these toys of yours to the glaciers that have not melted for tens of thousands of years? What are these ridiculous black glasses of yours compared to the lasting darkness of the polar nights? And then there's your so-called music. What need is there for music when you already have the coldest wind? Throw all of this away, Emperor. You are forgetting what you truly are. What we truly are. You made up those rules. Nah, they ain't for me. Life ain't your business, Wolfie. I came up with something new. I decided I liked it, and I made it mine. Simple as that. We've always belonged to the wasteland. And you showed your ass calling this land the waste? Ain't nothing wasted here to me. Think you any different from the humans rolling around the forest of Siracusa? Didn't get you all hungry for power? Never thought about where all that ambition came from? Zarro, you ain't made no progress in millennia. And on top of that, you also picked up the dumbest shit humanity's got on offer. Stole your fangs, kid. That's rude. There's no point fighting amongst ourselves. Nothing will come of it. Just a messenger. It's to claim what's rightfully mine. She isn't even qualified to be my pawn yet. But my people are more qualified to do anything, including gutting you. Your people. It doesn't belong to you, Emperor. Perhaps you can ask her opinion. Seven years ago, when I wanted out of Colombia, Darro struck a deal with me. I'd be allowed to go free, and in return, I would do him one favor. In the future. Without this promise, I wouldn't have made it out of Colombia alive. I know all that. Point is, you gonna leave with them? Sorry, boss, but I have to honor my word. I don't give no shit about deals and words, Zarro. She's my employee. Texas, I could, magnanimous man that I am, give you some vacation time and let you sort through all your business. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I mean, Penguin Logistics employees are free, even if they're in Siracusa. And you, Zarro, you dare get up in her business, I'll show up at your stinking lair and rip the tail hairs out of you and every one of your siblings. Make myself a nice broom while I'm at it. Child of Texas, you may make preparations as you see fit. Or say your goodbyes. No need. Sorry, boss, but I'm gonna need a favor. The other girls are gonna be gone for a while, but I'll be back soon. I just tell them you were crying about wanting to head back to Siracusa and you took a long vacation. I tried to stop you, but you wouldn't take no for an answer. I have to buy them some extra souvenirs and apologize to them when I get back. Well, if you have nothing else to say, let's be off. Fine. And so a woman and a wolf walk westward, soon disappearing into the night. The street lights flicker on and off. Volsini alleyway. You know the situation's effed when he called for his one favor. That's known as a final favor, and that's usually only called if you know there's no evidence is gonna get left behind. Did I make it? With the oversized trench coat is so spot on, bro. Oh man, good question. When did you, do you guys know where that comes from? Like the oversized trench coat and the big top hat, or sometimes it's a super small hat and a tight trench coat. You ever realize like a lot of this is like portrayed as like it never fits the person? You know why? Because it doesn't fit, because it wasn't originally theirs. It was the previous person that used to live that had the same job as them that died in an accident, and then they now have their uniform and it would get passed around. That way they would cut on costs and save money. Which is why like some of them have the oversized jacket while others have it's a hand-me-down. You're pretty lucky. And when you took the shot, you bent over to pick up the keys that had fallen under the seat. Who are you people? What did I ever do to you? Did I make it? Ha! Did I make it? You make it away from air and water? Did Siracusano never get away from the rainy season? Who could ever get away from them? Or, well, from us? What familia do you belong to? I've done everything right. No gambling, no debt. I'm just an ordinary clerk at Il Ministro de Lavori Pubblici. I'm not Italian, so I'm pronouncing it like a Hispanic, sorry. Oh, Il Ministro... that's not what it says. I'm just... De Lavori Pubblici. That's a hot topic around Volsini these days. I know the son of Don Bellon. That's enough talking. Now's my chance. Ugh, what a pain in the ass. A little trick won't save you. The rain's not letting up, huh? Actually, like, oh, Texas went to Syracuse. Oh, okay, boss. I'm taking vacation time too. The hell are you going? I got these free airplane tickets to Syracuse. Want a bite? After all, this is Syracuse, the land of the pizza. That's funny, man. I voted all the flavors the gourmet guide said were worth ordering. At least one of us is in a good mood. You didn't forget why we came here, did you? Not like worrying about it's gonna do any good. We've been asking around. These guys in the black suits don't ever say anything. All I heard is that some family by the name of Bellone recently welcomed a guest. I'm gonna head on over and take a look around their place. That scene, though. The foul beasts are probably gonna make a detour once they pass by. Ain't that all the more reason to worry? Let me tell you, our girl's from here, and with her skills, she won't get into any big trouble. Plus, we came here with the expectation that we might not see her face to face at all. Isn't that right, Sora? Bro, find you people. Dude, you gotta, it takes a long time. Find you people like this. Once you find your found family like this, never make sure you do everything you can to like show your appreciation. It's important, man. It's important. It's important. Plays and operas are a very robust scene in Syracuse. Whether you're in a tavern or in a theater, always many performances to be found. Syracusans from all walks of life regard opera as a way to unwind. They say even the mobsters are no exception. So I thought, maybe if I could get into a tro. Gotta hand it to you, Sora. Quick thinking there, nabbing this chance through Monster Siren Records. Coincidentally, my agent asked if I was interested in going to Syracuse to develop my career, which I turned down because I didn't want to leave Lungmen. But even so, ain't Siracusan opera way different from your usual style? It sure is. Both the choreography and the singing will pose major challenges. still can't believe the cinematic we saw was Sora. You know, like artists, man, so talented, for real. It's so crazy. It's one thing when you see an artist perform in one genre and you're like, wow, so talented, you know? But then like when you see them do a complete 180 and kill it and slay it, that's when you're like, that's art. That's like, you know what I mean? Ugh. Plus, we're also talking about a completely different kind of stage. But after seeing my performance, the director said he'd be willing to give me a shot. If MSR didn't already have a contact ready to go, I would have had to keep waiting. Are you sure I'm not going to wake up to find you also disappeared without saying goodbye? That's not going to happen. I'm not even brave enough for that. Speaking of which, ain't it time for your meetup with the Trope's artistic director? You always had these meetings in some kind of company building or theater before. That's accurate. Crazy. He wanted to meet you in a restaurant like this. That's also accurate. That's not, yeah. Most of mine are in like coffee shops. Mainly because I keep requesting for that, but some people prefer to chat in a more natural, everyday setting to get a better feel for the actor. Hell yeah. Everyday setting, huh? Popping up in Siracusano like this don't feel natural to me in the least. But all I'm gonna do is gonna hope it goes well. When we get back to Lungmen, Texas is paying for 3 months of boba tea. No, damn, 6. That's how you know they're friends, bro. It'd be like that. It'd be your own people, bro. I swear, it'd be your own people, man. It'd be your own people, man. It'd be your own people. Only 6? You've got a chance to make her pay through the nose. Wow, the director actually showed. Hey, help me. Huh? What's going on? Look out. Spectacular! I got some great shots from the rehearsal just now. How was it, Senor Bernardo? Not bad. Really? But not good either. You're too eager to perform, Lena. It's as if you want 10 critics to see 12 different emotions in one of your performances. That's too excessive for my needs. Just give me one thing as long as it's yours. Your own grief, your own passion, your own desolation. It's not easy being an actor. Not a prop on the stage, Lena. And you should not settle for being a prop either. Senor. Director, the guests from Lungmen have arrived. Very good. You sure you need to meet up with her personally, though? She's just a small-time songstress from Lungmen. I can handle this myself. Loreno, I know that you, as Lena's uncle, have always sought to impede her potential competitors. You could try to hide it a little better. Wait, I'm not trying to hide anything from you at all. It's just that we don't have a particularly deep relationship with Monster Siren Records. Rather, there isn't a single theater troupe in Siracusano who thinks highly of this agency trying so desperately to wriggle into our market. But you went beyond expectations and agreeing to the deal to bring one of their singers over to study at our theater. Both logically and emotionally, this doesn't benefit us at all. And now you're even going to meet her personally? As you said, Moreno, she's just a small-time songstress from Lungmen, with nothing inherently deserving of my attention. But as you will soon see, the from Lungmen part holds a special significance. Are you talking about? So he's either fresh blood or he's up there. Because the fit fits him pretty well. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. And he's got white, which means he typically, well, I guess it depends because there's some people that have all white for the whole family. But typically, if it's a brighter color, they don't get their hands dirty as much because it stains. Not a foot soldier, typically. There's some exceptions. There's some exceptions. Thank you. Tell them don't go overboard. It's our life, isn't it? These guys are actually using explosive bolts. Are you alright, sir? I'm fine for now. But you people, you're foreigners, right? You shouldn't have helped me. Getting mixed up with these people is a good way to get killed. Am I the only one who thinks it's mighty strange that there's a murderer in broad daylight and nobody seems to care? These guys are tougher to deal with than the gangsters back in Lungman. You're only making trouble for yourself, straniera. I actually don't know what that word is. That's like the first thing that I see in Italian where I'm like, whoa. Oh, what a coincidence! The thing I'm second best at is making trouble for myself. By the way, the thing I'm best at is getting rid of those troubles. You're in Siracusano now. So what? That means you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. Stranger? That would make sense. I could see that. Watch out, 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀. Attacking civilians. Which familia are you with? Have you forgotten our ironclad laws? Talk about bad timing. No wonder this little runt kept running towards Lavinia's commute. Let's get out of here. That's a smart dude. That's a smart clerk. He, on his own time, remembered her commute every day. So if he ever got into trouble, he just run towards her commute in hopes she's there on the way either home or to work. That's smart. That's hella smart. That's hella smart. Get back here. It was at this moment in the story did Abby realize Mafia's ruin ain't fiction? Wait, what do you mean? Hey, boss, just finished class and I'm 20 today. Hey, dude, hell yeah. Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday, happy birthday. How was class? Hopefully it was good. Welcome to the stream. Great coincidence. Today is also... Oh, happy birthday to Miyuki Sawashira. Hell yeah. Yeah, the Ebby's the VTuber. Yeah. I'm confused by what you said. What do you mean? What do you mean she realized? That's May's voice actor, by the way. I'm aware. She thought Mafia is like fiction and compared it to... She's trolling y'all. There's no way. She thought Mafia is fictional and not real. There's no way. You're lying. There's no way. Huh? What? No shot. What the fudge? You can't be real. There's no way. I don't mean to be rude. I'm just like, I'm genuinely shocked. You know what's more confusing? It's I can't tell if she's memeing. I'm not trying to be mean or rude. I'm genuinely, to be fair, it's good for her. No, it's great she lives in a peaceful community if she's being genuine. I'm just like, It's not even just, bro, things I didn't know existed. Gangs? Organized crime? What? It's one thing to think mafia is fictional. That's like, wow, that's crazy. Holy hell, that's perspective. Wow, that's crazy. I've never heard of that in my life. I'm not even kidding. That's a good thing. That's a good problem to have, man. Damn, I wish. Hey, well, actually, no, I don't. I think I would have been I think I would have been a prick if I hadn't gone through the things that I gone through. I take that back. I think I would have been an awful person. I think it humbled me a lot, to be honest with you. But that's a good problem to have. That's wow. Never heard of that in my life, though. Gangs? You didn't know gangs was real? Whoa, that is crazy. That is crazy. I've done seen it all. Wow. Wow. She's also British, so she's pretty oblivious to it. What do you mean? Bro, there's gangs in like every major city across the world. What? And if anyone tells you otherwise, that's a lie. Don't look at Chicago, where good majority of my family is from. anyways. I remember you. You're from Il Ministero de Lavori Pubblici. What's going on? I have no idea. I was just heading back to work. From the way those guys were dressed up, they should have known the rules. Then why? I'm just a law-abiding citizen. I've never even gotten mixed up with any of the family. Why are they still... Your Honor, don't you think there's been something weird in the air recently? Are the three of you all right? I'm fine, but those guys ended up getting away. I never expected Siracusa's customs to be so cutthroat. Foreigners in Siracusa should try to be a bit more careful. And who might you be? I am Lavinia. Lavinia? One of the two. Judge for this city. What about you? That's a pretty name. You can call me Exia, and she's Sora. And that's Quaso. Sorry. And that's Caesa over there. Oh, man. First of all, I would like to thank you. Your brave actions saved the life of this innocent civilian. In my help chasing those guys down? Don't bother. They know this city like the back of their hands. And you won't ever catch them. I'll sort out the rest. Where are you from? Oh, we came from Lungman. Might as well give you our business card. If you ever need something delivered, give us a holler. Lungman, Penguin Logistics? You're with the logistics company. That's right. No matter what it is, a tiny coin or a big old burden beast, we can take it wherever you need to go. Day or night, rain or shine, the customer satisfaction is our mission. Day or night, rain or shine. Bro, she is the perfect just poster gal for Penguin Logistics, man. Oh, assuming you have the money to pay, that is. Assuming you got the money to pay. Hey, we gotta... Coins gotta be there, friend. Huh? Is our pitch that funny? Hey, if you got the bread, like, we good. No, I'm sorry. I've just been a bit on edge lately. Did you come to Helsinki to expand your business or just for pleasure? Either way, you chose an unfortunate time to come. Well, actually, we came looking for a friend of ours. Lavinia, we're about to enjoy a grand celebration. Better time could there be to visit. New city is about to be born in Volsini. Greatest event in the history of Siracusa. Should they be lucky enough, our new friends may get to witness its birth. Bernardo. Don't worry. These are my guests. Yours or your troops? Which would you prefer? I hope it's neither. Ah, that's too bad then, because the answer is ¿por qué no los dos? Not too late to go back to Lungman right now, Axia. What do you mean? You always get the wrong idea about me, Lavinia. I wasn't even the one who invited them here. I keep wanting to say Senora. Signorina Sora chose to come to Volsini herself. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. In fact, I'm grateful to Compagnia 𝙃𝙖𝙪𝙧𝙚 for being willing to take me. Well, no, Italians typically pronounce their L's. All right, then. Since you're Signor Bernardo's guest, you won't have to worry much about your safety at the very least. Just please contact me if you need something, all right? My number's right there. Can do. Now then, I need to ask this gentleman about what happened to him. The rest of you, enjoy your chat. Bernardo? Bernardo? Wait. Are you the Bernardo, artistic director of Campagna 𝙃𝙖𝙪? Damn, I'm trying to do Italian, but my Spanish, like, comes in on the pronunciation like it's rejecting it. You know what I mean? Do you hear it? I, like, start saying it Italian, and then my Spanish brain is like... like, my Spanish brain is like, oh, hell no! Oh... As Hispano! Oh, man. Oh, wow. You came all the way out here just for us. I've always chosen actors myself. After all, you know what they say about wanting a job done well. And who might these two be? They're my good friends who came to Siracusa with me. We're her bodyguards, too. The name's Croissant. And you can just call me Axia. Very interesting names. I feel that is Mexico hardly. Hell yeah. Cheers, fellow Mexican. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zacatecas. Zacatecas. Anyway, there's no need. Familia associates don't cause trouble without reason. I'm not sure what kind of mess that clerk got himself into, but Siracusa is not without its own order. This ain't your typical order now, is it? Yeah, you think so? I got the impression our Sancta friend here would be quite familiar with it. Nah. Even in Laterano, something like that would have been considered straight up assault. The Signora of Siracusa always says she brought guns in order from Laterano, but the reality seems to be a bit different. Customs here might be a bit too extreme for outsiders, but if you plan on spending any amount of time here, you want to get used to them as quickly as possible. Setting aside the little intermezzo we just enjoyed, I keep wanting to say Signora. Signorina Sora, is now a good time to discuss your new job. Oh, of course. I'm assuming you haven't read the script yet, correct? This is our troop's latest masterpiece, and your role is found within. It would be an honor. We haven't finalized the title of this production yet. Can I rant for a little bit? Let me rant, just real. Bro, I need to get this off my chest. This isn't directed at any individual or any organization. The amount of times you be working in projects and they're like, hey, like here's the storyboard, or like here's like the run of show, or here's the details, and you're like, okay, cool, like where are we doing it? We have no idea. When are we doing it? We have no idea. Do you have the name for the project? Well, we're still working on it. And you're like, but you got the details of how you want the show done? Yeah, of course. Why are you sending this to me now? Well, that way you have it. I'm like, bro, I need to know. So we don't know when it's gonna happen. We don't know where it's gonna happen. No. This is literally, bro. Anyways, we haven't finalized the title of this is so true. The title of this production yet, but the name our creative team has chosen for this tragedy in 3 acts is La Morte de Texas. That's disturbing. Yeah, nah. Yeah, that. What did you just say? Oh? Seems my play has already captured your attention. Now let's take our time and talk. Oh, right. I almost forgot in all the commotion just now. Benvenuti. I'm assuming this is saying welcome to Siracusa. Mi amici? Benvenuti. My Spanish brain is like, bienvenido, you know? Use Texas, no Tejas. I'm Hispanic. I'm gonna keep saying Tejas. I'm used to it. Sorry. You're gonna hear me mispronounce stuff a lot in Spanish. That's my bad. I just had to be Lavinia again. Rotten luck. And there was that Sancta too. How the hell would a bunch of foreigners just show up in Syracuse at a time like this? Plus, she has some real skills too. I think it might be true that Signora Sicilia's guy might already be in Volsini. Ah, who cares? Let's head back and then... Who's there? Relax, Paisani. I ain't your enemy. I'm just curious. Is Paisani the Italian version of Paisa? I'm just curious. I have no idea. Or is it like buddy? Or parcero? Just curious. Who do you belong to? Oh, Capone. Okay. If I had to say, I suppose I'd call myself a Sicilian. Sicilian? Stop joking around. They got rubbed out ages ago. Oh, is that so? I don't have the energy to waste my breath on you, so get out of my way. You got a death wish. I'm just here to remind you there are people from the court waiting in ambush over there. Steer clear if you know what's good for you. What? Who the hell are you? I never heard about nobody coming to talk to us. Of course you didn't. I didn't come here to talk to you. That brings me to the second thing I'd like to remind you of. Sicilians may have been erased, but they didn't die out. Oh, he died. He's gone. Adios. By the way, we came here to silence you. That's effed up, bro. Oh, man. You talk too damn much. Hope Lapland's not rubbing off on you. Oh, with Lapland, that makes sense. That we can agree on. Here in Brazil, it means an agent off work. Not sure over there. Interesting. Hey, it's me. We're done here. Stay in place and wait? Ah, you're the boss. Ain't like I got a choice. Looks like we chose the wrong day to come back. How do you say that? Rain. I hate the rain more than anything. It's the rainy season. I already told you before we came back. Such a mood. Now that you don't have your little brother trimming your fur for you, I think you ought to go across the street right now and get it all shaved off. Watch it or that mop's gonna come right off your scalp. I actually was considering it myself, but my barber talked me out of it. Said my head's lopsided. I look ugly. It'd be your barbers that talk hella smack, bro. But I gotta hand it to you for finding a way to make money so quick. Looks like you spent too much time in Lungmen, Capone. That Lin fella. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve and all, but doesn't Lungmen's governor have him pinned down pretty good? But this is Siracusa. Here, the familia run the show. It's easy to find an odd job or two. With so many family running around, everyone always needs some capable hands. Alright, maybe I was in Lungmen too long. What really surprises me is how they're still running the same playbook they used to when I left Siracusa. The familia control everything in this city from the shadows, but they never walk out onto the stage. Why do you say that? A new city is about to be born. On the surface, they're in the middle of voting for its... Classic. They're in the middle of voting for its administrator. The truth is, the familia backing these people are constantly jockeying for power. That's how you get a figurehead to run a new city for you. New trade routes, more business, expand the family, get a few extra favors in. What the hell are you even talking about? If we didn't lose our own city, we'd be doing the exact same thing. I've been away from Siracusa for a long time, Gambino. Is it 8 years? 10? That's a drop in the bucket. It's gonna change in that amount of time. It's long enough to change the ways I see a lot of things, but clearly not long enough to fix your short-sightedness. You know, it ain't like we came to no peace agreement, you and me. Our work just isn't done yet. If you're so eager to die, I'm glad to send you on your way. How can you be sure that you won't be the one dying? Tsunderes, they're actually like hella bros. What? How'd you know? Bartender, get your ass out of here. I didn't think the two of you were on such good terms. Looks like your patron ain't as reliable as you thought, Gambino. Let's be clear here. As long as the two of you complete my commission, I naturally will not mistreat you. However, the commission is not yet complete. You think you can double-cross me? Double-cross? Is this your idea of a double-cross? Then I recommend you open your eyes a bit wider, Sicilian. So where does that put us now? I need to see what you two are capable of. Right here, right now, it's that simple. As long as you walk out of this alley alive, you pass. The hell are you waiting for? Come on, don't got all day. I thought you were gonna say you'd take both of us at once. My brothers would rake me over the coals for that one. You weren't going to let anyone pass in the first place or something like that. You sure talk a big game. I'm looking forward to meeting the both of you again. Pretentious bastard. I think he's human just because he got used to the city. It's been a while since I've heard that. Looks like we don't have a choice. Make sure he figures out who doesn't have a choice. If I knew I'd be fighting for my life back in Siracusa, I would have just stayed home. And was that your call to make? Alright, fine. If we didn't show up, we probably would have been turned into mille filet within a day. But we followed her here, and she went and disappeared without a word. As if she was saying, I brought you back home, now you're free to do whatever you want, go fend for yourselves. The moment you start thinking that is when she pops up right in front of you, you've jinxed it. Hey, you look like you got used to life here as well. She will come for us. Oh? Let me ask you this. In Siracusa, who's in bigger danger? The wolf who leaves the pack and goes rogue, or two strays? Well, that's new. Never thought you'd fess up, you know, being a stray mutt. Ain't dumb enough to act like I ain't lost everything. I wish you'd admit it sooner. Still, it's pretty obvious that she's trying to play with fire right under Signora Cecilia's nose. Right, we ain't even shit on the side of the road to that woman. I won't stand for it. If I get the chance, I swear I'm gonna kill her. But then there's her. Doesn't even give a damn about Signora Cecilia. Same Signora Cecilia who sends us a letter and gets us shaken in our boots. Now wasn't enough to get her back to Siracusa, but now she's back all over another lone wolf. Oh, what was it that she asked us again? Right, how we ended up so scared of Signora Cecilia? You scared of her, Capone? Honestly, yeah. Nobody can really go against Signora Cecilia. Every Siracusan's afraid of her. Ah, so you want to see how she dies? I want to see how she lives. I hate to admit it, but I'm with you. And that's why we need to stay alive. Another civil servant got attacked. And a Bologna associate to boot. Yeah, someone's clearly trying to pick a fight. Serves them right. If you ask me, it's probably the Rosati's behind it. Those scumbags and their bag of petty tricks. Disgusting. But a lot of the 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀 Familia have already said they support the Bolognas taking over the new city. So what's the point of pulling a stunt like this now? Hard to say. Don's son, Leon Tuso, is now a secretary at the ministry. If someone has the skills to take him out along with Il Ministro himself, wouldn't that blow things wide open again? Considering that Runt's dumb enough to set his own familia aside to be a yes man for the government. You say that, but are you forgetting how many associates ate shit over the last 2 years because they underestimated him? Oh, I almost forgot. You were one of them. I'll admit it, the Runt's got some talent, but that's only because the Don's been sitting on his hands the whole time. Once he decides to call the shots, that's true. Don hasn't said anything yet, and the Bellones can't name themselves the winner so soon. Enough! The entire room suddenly falls silent, and the clamor and chatter from before seeming like nothing more than an illusion. Wait, you look pretentious as all hell. You even got lapels on your suit. Excuse me. I don't care what you believe deep down, but during this tense time, you don't make light of the situation and you don't do anything rash. I know what you're all thinking. I get it. The 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀 familia, only our familia Saluso haven't yet placed our wager. It is still too soon for that. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, Don Alberto. Since time immemorial, familia Saluso has always been like this. One is allowed to think, but not to advise. Because Alberto Saluso calls all the shots. Alberto never allows anyone to question his decisions. Nobody in the familia finds this unusual. They say that Saluso's strength comes from the fact that Alberto is always correct. Everyone's here. My, now that I look closely, I see a lot of old faces. But that is not to say that there are no rebels, only most of them have been erased from the family, and were never heard from again. With the exception of a white wolf named Lapland. She pulls a chair over and props her feet up on the table as if she owns the place. Who let her in? Don Alberto, she... Oh, is this from the cinematic? She killed everyone outside and forced her way in. This is a family meeting. Get her out of here. Signorina, I mean, Lapland. The Don has asked you to leave. I turned Signora Cecilia's lunch invitation and rushed back like a good little foul beast eager to return to its nest. This hideout we have in Volsini, kinda drab compared to the old Saluso stronghold. Tony, you really have to treat me so cold. You're no longer an associate of this familia. Oh, it's like that. What? You think I came back to beg the old man to let me back into this damned... I mean... this most distinguished familia. Please watch your words, Signorina. Right. Even though I was so disgracefully kicked out, this familia has always had a special place in my heart. So at this critically important time, I have chosen to come back home, at risk to my own life, ignoring my father's disdainful glare to bring back a vital piece of intelligence. Does that not move you to tears? Lapland, even if you are the Don's own daughter, you've overstepped your bounds. This is no place for you to run roughshod. You... Huh. Oh, Tony, I mean, never seen that guy before. Was he new? He agreed. He actually is like, oh yeah, that guy, the guy you just killed? I didn't know him either. Like, yo, that is funny, dude. He's like, yeah, I didn't know him out. He was nobody gave a shit about him anyways. Yeah, no. Yeah, c'est Signore Lapland. Oh, you're so cruel, father, to doubt the sincerity of my actions. Got my desk dirty, Lapland. Desks can be replaced, right? Let's hear it then. Your so-called vital intelligentsia. Tejas. Same Texas you let go? That's right. Bellone brought her back. Lapland squints at her father. This homecoming has not inspired a single shred of emotion within her. She carries with her only a faint glimmer of amusement as to what might happen. Or rather, what she is about to make happen. Because she has been in such environments far too many times in her life. She has returned. Thoughts that inadvertently bubble up in her mind seem ever so laughable. I'm looking forward to this guy. Just call me Texas. All right, Texas. How does it feel to be back in Siracusa? Not too great. I can imagine. If I were you, I wouldn't feel too great about suddenly being forced to go somewhere, even if it was my homeland. Though, this isn't too much to ask. I'd like you to imagine this as well. Your father suddenly forced a bodyguard onto you, and she's a whole lot stronger than you. It's not a great feeling either. Understandable. Oh, so she's his bodyguard. Whoa. Did I get that right? So Balone brought Texas to be his bodyguard. That's what I wanted to hear. Unfortunately, I don't have the power to let you leave. All I can say is I hope we can both do what we need to do. Go ahead and get changed. Get this outfit custom tailored in old Familia Texas style. I hope you can be my bodyguard tonight and accompany me to the banquet. Sure. Besides, Texas lies the well-pressed suit the Familia Bellone has prepared for her. Looks toward the tightly shut door. She knows what she's supposed to do. To fulfill Zarro's contract, she needs to exit this room, kill a few irrelevant people, create some chaos, and then finally, kill a few important people. Irrelevant or important. This is the attitude Syracusans have towards life. She too used to think like that. Even now that she has learned to see the world through a different lens, as soon as she stepped back into this city, she quickly realized that these practices were still ever so familiar to her. She has returned. The thoughts that inadvertently bubble up in her mind fill her with disgust. Sorry about that. One hell of an opening. That's a spicy opening. Follow the dotted line. Got you. You can take the wolf out of Siracusa, but you can't take the Siracusa out of the wolf. That is a fact. Dots. Very nice. Very nice. I'm impressed. I'd like to know who the writers were for this. They either did a lot of homework or they, you know, pick a lot of inspiration from somewhere. It's time. Or use the rightmost UI. The top most is the story. Below that is combat stages. Got you. Wait. Should I? Well, let's switch it up. Let's add a little bit of variety real quick. Hold on. Let me make a new squad. Clear squad. Yes. All right.
Bene. Cerca di tenere il passo. Ma se le cose si fanno troppo
Yo, we're finally gonna use.
dillo.
We're finally gonna use Texas, man. We're finally gonna use Texas. You're impressed. Well, me, this is to be expected. I've seen a lot of media on this subject, and a lot of it is glorified. Every time I see media on this subject, it's very glorified. It's like, oh, so cool, you know? So far with the tonality that they're showing in the story, really liking this so far. Really liking this. I gotta change the skills. Gotcha. Hold on. Definitely gotta bring in tequila. Tequila is just it's the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Wait! I only need Texas anyways. It's okay. Oh, man. Unfortunately, international media does that. Yeah, dude. Seriously. Welcome to Teatro de Milano, signorine mi. Welcome to the Theater Milano, my signora. Siracusans love to kill time here to the accompaniment of music and performance. After all, when reality is monotonous and difficult to change, people naturally need a place to indulge their fantasies, or to equate their blood-stained business dealings with the legendary exploits of the heroes on stage to obtain a sense of moral satisfaction. Wow. You really don't pull any punches, huh? Of course not. In this line of work, we must be clear-eyed about our own profession, no? Your friends over there seem to have been on their guard from the very beginning. Don't mean no disrespect, Mr. Director, but the way I heard it, you was calling that play you're rehearsing La Morte di Texas. The Death of Texas? Might be the crappiest joke I've ever heard. You seem to be well acquainted with that name. It's fairly unusual among foreigners. Siracusans rarely bring it up in the first place. And the mafiosi... So interesting to see it like that. My brain auto-corrected it to mafioso. Here are even more secretive about it. The story of Familia Texas is one that every mafioso must always keep in their hearts. It is a cautionary tale. A warning. Let's talk about the script itself first. There are countless works based on the deeds of Familia Texas, but not a single one dares to actually print the name. Playwrights are more inclined to reimagine or adapt with the help of illusion or parody. After all, it is against their interest to invite trouble. However, times change, and today's audience finds true history far more salient than fairy tales with falsified names. Wouldn't you agree? As such, a remarkable individual has brought this script before us. It's a play in 3 acts. The first act harkens back to the era when Colombia The first act harkens back to the era when Colombia was first established, with many a Siracusan familia yearning for this undeveloped land. Consequently, the familia each dispatched their own teams, one after another joining the ranks of Colombia's first pioneers. In an era when chaos and opportunity came hand in hand, some were swallowed by the tides of the times, while others found in it their promised land. The cream of the crop among them was Salvador Texas, the man who would later establish his very own era. I know he means the surname and not her, but still. Texas is one of the Siracusa's families. And to be precise, they were a familia that originated in Siracusa, but took root in Colombia. Such familia are hardly unusual over there. From beginning to end, though, old Salvador saw himself as a Siracusan, through and through. The Siracusans in turn rewarded him for his perseverance, always affording him a Siracusan's respect. Siracusans. The second act chronicles some of the most praiseworthy episodes from his storied struggles in Colombia. Siracusans can be found everywhere in the shadows of Colombia's history, and it is precisely amidst that tide that Salvador gathered his familia. In truth, the contents of this act are the best known of the 3. Even across various retellings, are almost always the same. Accounts of the Siracusan in Colombia can be found in over a dozen versions in any local bookstore. Mostly romance novels, see? Borrowing the phantom of his name, so to speak. Perhaps may even be a few words of truth among them. If you're interested in that, I can point you to some of the less outrageous ones. See, he understands. He gets it. Oh, I'd appreciate that. Think nothing of it. Now on to the third act. This is the one that can change most dramatically between versions, as it deals with the fall of the Texas family. That's right. Outsiders only know one thing for certain about the fall of Familia Texas. And that is that Salvatore was murdered by his own son, 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀, who later declared that Familia Texas would break away from Siracusa's Familia system. This act angered Signoria Cecilia and incurred her retribution. In a single night, the Texas name was wiped from existence. The entire Texas family disappeared in a single night? At least that's what every Siracusan believes. As far as what exactly happened during the liquidation of Familia Texas, nobody except the parties involved have any way of knowing. Excuse me, how come there are only scripts for the first 2 acts here? That is because the 3rd act is not yet finished. Each playwright will invariably imagine their own version of how this process unfolded, arriving at completely different developments and outcomes. In that regard, our playwright seems to have reached an impasse. That said, the contents of the first 2 acts are already exceptional on their own merits, so I purchased the work without hesitation. Mr. Bernardo, is it possible that one of the heirs of the Texas family survived the chaos? Maybe she managed to leave Colombia and escape to a different city? For example, Lungman? Lungman. If I recall, that's where you ladies hail from. Apparently, Salvatore did not have a particularly amicable relationship with his son. But he doted on his granddaughter, even sending her back to Siracusa, where she was fostered by Familia Saluso for several years. Nobody has seen or heard from her since the liquidation, though. In fact, nobody can conclusively say if she was even involved in this at all. Some say she's been seen in Colombia, or even along the border of Siracusa. Therefore, different accounts of Familia Texas' story tend to have different endings when it comes to her. She was said to possess their iconic black hair and orange eyes. If, and I'm speaking hypothetically here, if the last descendant of the Texas family is still alive and has returned to Siracusan soil once again, what would happen then? Certainly a thought-provoking hypothetical, one with any number of possible developments. Playwrights tend to build their work around such logic. Sadly, Signorina Sora, reality does not abide by logic. Some say that she is the guest of a family by the name of Bellone. Some say that the Bellones are the most powerful family in the city. Some say that she... Some say that she left everything behind to go there, not even giving herself a chance to say goodbye. I know we came all the way here to find her. Your bravery is commendable. Since you have been so frank with me, bringing secrets even I have never heard, allow me to be frank with you in turn. Familia Bellone and their guests have indeed frequented this theater, graciously offering their patronage to our humble performances. Really? Call it coincidence or call it fate. Is that not how all stories unfold? If that guest truly comes to pay us a visit, then our trope will be sure to extend her an enthusiastic welcome. Rumor has it that she is a woman of few words and whose twin swords speak for her. Her name is Familia Texas. I need a coffee. I'll be back. Give me a minute. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee real quick. Oh. Ran out of coffee. I had to fill up real quick. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Let me see. Really good story so far. Really good story. Sorry for that, fam. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, man. I mean, all this historical research, studying the history of our beautiful Siracusa. Oh man! Oh, it's a prop, airsoft gun. Ush, el café, pero delicioso. Stop shoving that plate of thistles on my face, Lavinia. Damn, okay, they are acquainted with each other. Oh, man, the seasoning here isn't as bad as you make it out to be. Give it a try. We're gonna have to pass again. You're trying to save room in your stomach for a cold dinner with those smug mafiosi friends of yours back home who reek of cigarette butts. After all, only the things that happen there have any real value. No. I just seriously can't stand artichokes. Leon, I've already lost count of the number of violent incidents that have broke out in this city over the past month. Just this morning, a citizen nearly died at this very restaurant. It was an judicia. You're a judge. You should know better than anyone else that Siracusa was built on violence. Should there ever come a day when there aren't any unidentifiable corpses lying in the alleys, then that would be the real news. I mean, yeah, that would be crazy, right? The victim was an employee of Il Ministro de Lavori Pubblici, your Ministero. Who did it? It would appear that Leon Tuso, son of Don Bellone, deigns to inquire about the life and death of a citizen, only when it concerns his career. Your Honor, Lavinia Falcone, I really do not have the energy to clap back at you right now. Oh, man. Hey, UD, I'm new to the Arknights story. Welcome to Arknights. But this event is interesting to me. Would you recommend I do all other story first? Would it be fine to start from Texas story? Personally, I would recommend go through episodes 1 through 5. Maybe 1 through 4. You could get away with 1 through 4 of the main story, and then do Code of Brawl, or maybe 1 through 6 and then Code of Brawl, and then do this for like maximum impact, personally. Or you could just go straight into this. You could go straight into this. You could, but if you want to know like some extra like Easter eggs / references, I would recommend to at least start with the main story. You don't got to complete all of it, but at least just so you can know some of the characters initially, so they're not like, whoa, everybody's new. But it's not necessary. Like, this story is pretty much, at least from what I can see, is self-contained, if that makes sense. Hey, UD, is there any plans on doing Arknights episode 7? There is a video for that. You should check that out on the channel. Your worst nightmares answered. Please watch that. Pretty please. If there's anyone in the chat that can link that in the chat, please do so. Pretty please. We can all feel that this city has been on edge recently, waiting for something big to happen. Something bigger than the Bellone's ultimate victory. If we really are allowed to take the reins, I, for one, do not intend to continue tolerating the thugs that prowl in the cover of darkness. Lavinia, you're familiar with the way I do things. I sure hope so. Over 100 years ago, when Siracusa first turned from a plotted land into a country, its territory consisted of the 22 cities controlled by the 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀 family. And to this day, that number has never changed. just like Siracusa's ironclad tradition. But finally, after so many years, our ever immutable Siracusa is about to give birth to a new nomadic city. A new nomadic city means new opportunities, new ambitions, and new hopes. You're exactly right. We are indeed at victory's doorstep. Economy, traffic, and route planning. We and our friends have already been spreading our influence through every facet of Volsini's new urban area. Classic. When that area is firmly built into a new city, we will have the right to lead the future of Siracusa. At least that's what the more optimistic associates of the Familia believe. Do you consider yourself one of those optimists? Very much hope I am. That said, the old fellas over at Grey Hall haven't reached their final decision yet. There's no future to look forward to until everyone there has formally let the chips fall. Are we still looking forward to the same future, Leon? Of course. Alright. It's about time for me to head off. Before the banquet starts, I have to first pick up a certain, friend. Break, thank you. It's appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This coffee hit different, my lord. God damn. Yup, this whole city is sopping wet, 100%. Mm-hmm. It is. Well, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just looking around. Signorina Texas. How do you feel about the way your hometown has changed? These newfangled streets and alleys? That hardly counts as change. The way I see it. It's exactly the same as the day I left. In this outfit, I don't think it's a very good idea. I consider it your very first gift from Familia Bellone. Hopefully you'll find that our tailor is not besmirched. I think I know what that means from the context, but the former Gloria of Familia Texas. Please, be at ease and accept it. So if I'm not at ease, can I refuse? Unfortunately, I'm afraid that is not an option. I guess I'll have to find a way to ease up then. So, what's my job then? Very simple. You'll join me at tonight's banquet while I'll proudly announce in front of everyone that I, the son of Don Bellone, have enlisted a bodyguard who's inherited the Texas name. Then, we'll kill all the overzealous, power-hungry idiots there. And we'll call it a day. Oh, I'd actually be down for that. Sorry for laughing. I should not be laughing. My fault. My fault. My fault. My bad. It's not okay. Same. If only it were ever that easy. All right, Texas. In the 2 days I've left you in the city, I've been hard at work conditioning my mind. I've been trying to tell myself that the Texas name is worth a whole lot more than the trouble you're going to bring. That way I can gradually come to terms with the terrifyingly dangerous situation I've been dealt. The Texases are already dead. Unfortunately, not everyone believes that. You're the one misreading how much influence a ruined familia can have. Maybe. But I'm not just talking about Familia Texas here. I'm also talking about you. You once returned to Siracusa from Colombia, only to leave again. The way I heard it, every familia involved in the liquidation tried to kill you on your way out. But every last one of them failed. They were all made to pay a heavy price. And it was all sparked by a single woman. You. I just work for Penguin Logistics. I do deliveries. You've already made your assessment of how much you're worth to Siracusa today, then Let me assure you that I know at least as much as you do. First things first, Signorina. Let's have some idea of what's going on in Volsini, right? The new nomadic city. Precisely. And regardless of whether you acknowledge it or not, this plan is closely tied to your family name. Or should I say it was brought on by the fall of Familia Texas. The collapse of the Texases dealt a mortal blow to the authority of Colombia's Familia. And they had no choice but to return to Siracusa's embrace. They brought back Colombian technology as the price for regaining our trust. Finally, Siracusa had acquired the ability to build a new city of its own. However, the most pressing issue quickly became who would have the right to own it. And the power struggle within 𝙃𝙖𝙀 began the moment the plan to build the city was completed 5 years ago. Today, that power struggle is finally drawing to a close. One of the oldest familia, we the Belones, have the opportunity to seize victory. Volsini's backup core is already being retrofitted to serve as the core of the new city. New plates are steadily being built. In a year's time, perhaps even less, it will be completed. And your mission is to help Familia Bellone turn this opportunity into a decisive victory. Sounds to me like what you needed was just a good enough hitman. Ah, but when the hitman's name is Texas, that might just change everything. Do you still remember the Rosati's name? Rosati. Yeah, that rings a bell. After the Texases were liquidated, the familia that had taken root in Colombia lived in constant fear of becoming the next target of Signora Sicilia's wrath. That's when Familia Rosati took the initiative to approach her themselves. They were the ones who brought back the technology to develop nomadic cities. For a brief moment, the Rosatis were poised to succeed the Texases, even managing to squeeze into one of the 12 seats of 𝙃𝙖𝙀 that no Texas had ever touched. Now, this seems like one of those boring stories that goes nowhere. Yeah, boring and brutal. 𝙃𝙀𝙀 has always been like that, open only to the winners. And the boss of Familia Rosati stationed in this city, Signor Wala, would not be content lapping up the scraps we Belones leave behind. Here I was thinking the dour mood around here was because of the rainy season. It's the sass, man. I'll be frank with you. Volsini has not been peaceful these last few months, and a few of our friends have found themselves in various kinds of accidents. Along with them, the familia who still remains on the sidelines may end up changing their minds. There's no guarantee that the familia have already chosen their alliances. Their alliances won't betray them later. When Signora Sicilia established 𝙃𝙀𝙀, she laid down an ironclad rule. Do not kill. In other words, the familia have a lot of leeway to do whatever they want, short of killing one another. Oh, could have fooled me. You're still standing in front of me after all. Huh. And so you invited me back. You don't need me to do anything in particular. I just have to get up on the stage you prepared and announce that I've returned. That stage is tonight, correct? Signorina Texas, are you aware that the fall of the Texases has been adapted into one opera after another, performed across various major theaters? In those stories, you, Selenia Texas, are always portrayed as an ignorant child, helpless in the face of your family's collapse. But right now, I can say for sure that you are anything but. I truly want to know, what exactly did you experience during that liquidation? Buenos días, señora. You've returned, Your Honor. Sorry. I have a surging sense of justice and upholding the law. All of a sudden, I like authority. I mean, I've always like authorities I've always been about civil justice and Remember how Alicia said she recently met a pretty nice guy? The one who runs the textile shop. Oh, so you knew after all. Yes, we've crossed paths a few times back when I was investigating a case. His familia. Yes, Familia Jelly. Though they're not a particularly major familia, they still control the textile businesses for a few streets down. I heard they even have business dealings with some of the familia that make their way in and out of Grey Hall. Yes, we know. Alicia has been talking us up for ages. She said that the guy is going to bring some of his siblings along so we can all have a good time together. It's been so busy around here lately. A nice soundtrack. I haven't had a chance to cut loose and unwind. Oh, Your Honor, you aren't going, right? Right. I still have some work to do. Tell them I send my regards. Okay, will do. Oh, right. Did you get a chance to look through the files? Which files? Mass disappearance on 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀, family of 5, remember? I located a potential witness and I'm trying to convince him to testify. But Judge Angelo declared that case closed as of this afternoon. He said... that family just moved to another city. And he added that we still have too many things to do and shouldn't waste our time and energy on cases like this. Unless I am misremembering, I am the judge presiding over this case. The court made the decision internally yesterday. We weren't present for the meeting. Is that so? I get it. Right, this case is certainly not worth the time and energy. It's only 5 people after all. The husband drives a taxi. The husband drives a taxi around the city and the wife picks tomatoes on a farm. They have 3 children. Only 13 years of age, the youngest still breastfeeding. The neighbors were reluctant to say anything, and no matter who I asked, they all said that life must move on. There was no screaming in the night, no crying by the lake, and no traces of blood left on their squeaky clean floorboards. Alright then, life must move on. They hadn't come in for crossing a familia. Or maybe their luck was so rotten they didn't even notice they were being targeted. After all, the familia always say that they would never attack ordinary civilians. And as for us judges, there are always more important things to attend to, right? Your Honor, I've always had the greatest respect for you. To be honest, I have no idea what an ideal judge is supposed to look like. Even though the Señora modeled our courts after Lateranos, and codified our laws after Colombia's, none of us have ever seen a real one of Sancta's wandering judges. Colombia's code of law is but an excerpt from a book. What I would rather believe is that an ideal judge should be someone as determined to uphold justice as you are. Not everyone has your talents or your connections with Familia Bellone. You don't have to constantly fear for your life. No, you can casually grab a light meal with the sun of the dawn. Earlier this morning, Judge Angela received a letter sealed in a black envelope. Which familia is behind this case? Does it make a difference as far as we're concerned? Do you still remember last month how Judge Starocci was dragged by his friends to chat in a car for an entire afternoon? He hasn't been able to lift his right hand since. Then there's Judge Borriello, a chubby, always jovial old lady. How long has it been since she came to work? You're right. In theory, we're supposed to represent that woman's will. But what is that even supposed to be? At least I can't figure it out. Courage and persistence are great things to have, of course, but Judge Lavinia, please do not laugh at the wet clothes of us folks who stand beneath the eaves. After all, you have nothing to lose. Is that so? Perhaps the price I pay is the right to truly be just. Oh. The phones here don't ring very often. They usually prefer to come settle things privately. Or should I say they look to settle things with us privately. Hello? Got it. I'll be there right away. Your Honor, you know you don't have to take everything so seriously. I know. Should I bring back some macaroni for supper? We're going to a restaurant with pretty good reviews. Appreciate it. Zero, thank you for the 5 tip. I wonder what would happen if Abby met Lucia. I needed that. That was funny. Oh, I could cry. That was good. Yo, this guy needed that. That brought me back, bro. Ooh, came back for air there, man. Oh my god, that was hilarious, bro. Ugh. Wait, what? All I heard was May's VA and Mom. Oh yeah, we were talking about this part. We were talking about this part. And Eddie. Oh, soundtrack. Damn, okay. All right. Wait, okay. My first time playing with Texas. I'm very excited. Very. Woo! Adam Goodman, that makes sense. Bro, I'm gonna need his autograph. It's crazy, man. Dude lives rent free in my head at this point. I forgot to change skills. I made a mistake. All mistakes were made.
Le tue ultime parole? Non mi interessano comunque.
There's any ranged units, I'm so screwed. So overkill. Davinia spin! That spin is so sick, dude. It's like Thor vibes right there. No! I'm good. We're chilling. Yo! Thank goodness. Oh, man. You don't know the kind of person he is, but I understand him. Don't you think we place too much faith in our ability to understand someone? Don't you think we're all too easily blinded by the illusions born of emotion and impulse? I can't take Axio seriously, sorry. Salvador, he deserves to step out of Colombia's dark alleyways. My sister. He is a Siracusan, and you know nothing about how he operates. You really think she could help us get rich? All he's gonna do is get himself burnt, and we're gonna get caught in the middle. He uses his fists to protect himself, and then law and order to shackle his fists. Is that not enough for you? Get your head out of the clouds already. No, brother. The Siracusans wear their scars and bloodstains like badges of honor. Only he knows that blood is nothing more than blood. People die when they're killed. So, Sora, how's my acting? Want me to give it to you straight? You bet I do. Absolutely terrible. Exit, you've got like 0 talent for this. I feel like I'm pretty emotionally invested though. Just being emotionally invested doesn't make you a good actor. But as far as the script is concerned, you're on the right track. At least you aren't flubbing any of your lines. How low were your expectations? Damn. What do you think, Croissant? Pretty darn good if you ask me. Only thing is, when you're expressing your dissatisfaction with the brother, I think you could dial the emotions back a notch. So, try to get the point across some other way. I can give that a try in a moment. Whoa, Croissant, since when were you an expert? Hey, don't go underestimating a guy who sits in Sora's classes every week. Not like a certain two someones who come and go without a word. Hey, I'd never leave without saying anything. Not what I meant. But at least this proves we'll be able to find her for sure, right? Damn straight we will. Quite the unique performance. Okay. Why does he look like my dad? Bro, he looks like my dad when I was a kid. What the hell? Excuse me, bro. Actually, whoa. Whoa. Yo, wait a minute. Whoa, he looks like my dad in his 20s, dude. That's crazy. I had young parents. I had super young parents. My dad had me when he was 18, so. Dude. That is funny. My name is... We're going to call you Ben. Oh, hello, Ben. Hello, Ben. Something or other. See, me and X are on the same page. Feel free to call me Ben. Hey. We already... Oh, from the reviews. Same Ben? Hell yeah. Sure thing, Ben. Excuse me, Mr. Ben. If there's nothing you need from us, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. We're still in the middle of a rehearsal. Of course there is. I'm currently watching the performance, am I not? I don't think someone who's walking around eating pizza counts as watching anything. Am I not allowed to watch the performance while enjoying pizza? No, don't theaters usually have rules against that? It's a rule imposed on people by the theater, not by the play itself. Norms have a way of making people superficially conflate these things, and hold them with the same degree of reverence, even erecting false pedestals upon which to elevate them. True reverence, however, is much harder to find. Huh? Would you like a bite, young lady? You betcha. Bleh. The texture's awful. It's the cheapest street pizza you could find, after all. That said, their sauce is actually quite respectable. So if you were watching our performance just now, what'd you think of it? The key takeaway is that there are some differences between the methods of capturing and expressing emotions that you seem to be adept at, versus the demands of opera. You are clearly used to standing in front of an audience, or should I say, you're so used to it that it makes it hard for you to stand on stage as an actor. It's not an indictment of your abilities, but is nevertheless a trial you must overcome. Whoa, I didn't expect you to be a total pro at this. Think about it. You are the daughter of a wealthy Colombian magnate. He, Salvador, is a vagrant from Siracusa. He's different from all the other men you've ever met. He does not care about your status, but values you for who you are. He is more indolent than anyone else, yet also cleverer. He seems destined to become Don of a Familia, setting off on a perilous road from which there is no turning back. Tell me, young lady, is this someone you could love? Someone I could love? No, you are terrified. The more you love him, the more he terrifies you. You have no chance of keeping him. Your intuition tells you that you should escape. He never belonged to you, but goddamn, he should be a director, hello? You've told yourself countless times that he is just another passerby on the road of life, that even if he slips away, you can find innumerable others who are better. You know that if you chase after him, your life will become as a land ship in an endless desert, unable to see your course. You don't even know if the decision you made is right or wrong. But despite all that, you still turn to your relatives and yell. Only he knows that blood is nothing more than blood. Whoa. So that's the feeling I've been missing this whole time. Yet you already seem to understand it well, young lady. Let's give it another run through, Exia. Let me get a sip of water first. You ain't getting away that easy when Sora's in the zone. I'll go fetch some drinks for ya and grab some grub while I'm at it. Mr. Ben, anything you'd... Where'd he go? Bro, Ben just comes and goes. The Giga Chad we need. The police are finally here. Over here, ma'am. I'm not the police. I'm Lavinia. I'm municipal judge for Volsini. Siracusa has no police, senor. What? No police? You're a foreigner? In this country, they are the ones responsible for maintaining law and order on the streets. Who are they? I'm just visiting for some business discussions, so I don't quite understand. Talking about the mafiosi, you'd best steer clear of them. I know that much. Where's the scene of the crime? Take a look for yourself, right there behind the dumpster. 5 people. Couldn't have died more than a day ago. From their outfits, they seem to be from the same familia. Hold on. What's wrong, man? I saw them just this morning. They attacked a public official earlier. I confronted them about it, but let them go. But why here of all places? And their leader isn't with them either. I've always heard that Siracusa is a dangerous place. Now, if this was a conflict between familia, they would have made sure to clean up the scene. This doesn't make any sense. For your own safety, act as if you never saw anything. I'll handle the rest here. Yes, ma'am. Damn, man, I need to get out of this godforsaken place this instant. Aha! Signorina Lavinia! I didn't expect you to ever call me first. Dimitri, notice any flamboyant hitmen around town recently? Huh. You'd have to be either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid to stick your neck out these days. You need me to throw last month's crime reports in your face? Calmese. I think there's been a little misunderstanding here. Just now, 5 bodies were found in a back alley on Viale Orvieto. The scene wasn't cleaned up, which suggests it wasn't the work of one of the familia. And just this morning, I saw these same folks attacking a public official. Huh. Now that's new and exciting. I don't care about the little power struggle between you people, but don't forget that our ironclad rule still stands. Setting aside recent developments, even in ordinary times, the fact still stands that Volsini is run by Familia Bellone and has a judge as principled as you. Pulling a stunt like that is tantamount to spitting in our faces, and nobody would dare do something like that. Unless they're Colombian. Is that what you want us to say? It could be anyone who doesn't give 2 shits about the rules we've set. Just keep me posted if you learn anything. Que raro. I don't recall having to answer to you, Your Honor. Is this not also tantamount to spitting in the face of Familia Bellone? Fine then, I'll tell Leon if he has enough spare time on his hands. First attacks on government officials, now hitmen out of nowhere. Is there really a connection between these? The humid air creeps inside. Lavinia's mind races with the details. Lavinia? Lavinia sounds better. That could just be my Spanish brain talking. With the details of the latest case as she makes her way back to the courthouse. She knows full well what looms overhead, but everyone here, including herself, takes it for granted. At the entrance to the courthouse, Lavinia looks over at her car and cannot help but let out a sigh. It has been splashed with paint and now stands out conspicuously among its neighbors. Simple gesture of malice. These acts used to make her feel at a loss for words, but now they trouble her no more than the continuous drizzle. Of course, there is still the cost of getting the car cleaned. Oh, this just got real. Oh my god. Wow, that. Woo! Oh, bro. Okay. All right. Okay. Pardon. Be careful out there, signorina. The rain doesn't seem like it'll let up anytime soon. You might slip if you don't watch your step. Thanks for the reminder. But you don't seem to have an umbrella either. I'm not a fan. I'd rather enjoy the feeling of raindrops on my skin. But I hope you also watch your step. Why are you trying to provoke her? And what makes you think that's what I'm doing? Oh, you think you've got me all figured out now, huh? Glad I said anything. I was trying to provoke it, though. She had a familiar scent on her. One I hate. Suit yourself, but you're the one who wanted us to break into Familia Bellone. I think this is just making us more suspicious. I need to know exactly what is happening in this city and why they wanted to bring Texas back. So, what do you reckon we do? Work our way up from hired guns? Rise through the ranks until we become the Bellone's top hitmen? Well, Camino probably would like the sound of that at least. It's way too inefficient. You guys need some bargaining chips, isn't that right? So, where is Gambino? Already on his way to the middleman to cash in the bounty. Ha! Look at that. Here in Siracusa, he's a lot better than you at climbing the ranks. I don't deny that. You're spending so much time in Lungmen, I'm more shocked at how this place hasn't changed a bit. Not used to it at all anymore. Trust me, you'll get used to it again soon enough. Just like Gambino. After all, you're a Siracusan. You're really gonna let him plant his roots down here again? Why not? There's nothing stopping you either. Be loud and proud about it. I certainly wouldn't get in your way. The more I think about it, the less I understand exactly what you're trying to accomplish. I'm just enjoying the rainy season. What? Do you not like the rain? All I know is Gambino hates the rain. So what news did you get your hands on? Want to find out? Sure say I do. What would you have me do? Well, you're in luck. I just happen to be in need of a driver. Come on in, Signor 𝙃𝙐𝙂𝙀. I came back alive, bartender. Your skills aren't half bad. Neither you, Gambino, nor that friend of yours who left for Lungmen 8 years ago. Capone was his name? Are not good enough. And start talking like you're some hot shit, cub. You're just like the rumors said. Completely clueless as to when you should and shouldn't press your luck. Is that not how the last Sicilians lost the favor of Signora Sicilia? Look at the ones today. What can they do now except cling to their last pathetic scrap of glory? Listen up, Gambino. I don't give a shit what you and Capone came back to Siracusa to do. Nor do I care who's backing you behind the scenes. All I care about is your ability and the kind of work you can do. So what do you think of our work then? You're not one of us, but you've got guts. Both are good. So, you keep doing good work for me, and I pay you. The better you do, the more you get paid. Simple as that. You want to see Bellone? Once you've satisfied me, I'll arrange a meeting. I'm going to do such a good job that you'll regret it. You know, I don't hate the fact that your Sicilians ooze ruthlessness from your bones. That's something Siracusans could use more these days. So, let's see you try. When the time comes, you'll realize that I never regret a thing. He's got hella sass. The banquet is about to begin and people have been lining up early to wait outside the door. He's hella familiar. Welcome, Mr. Beto. And you are? Rubio. We... Sorry, have a friend. We met at the banquet last week. Ah, I remember now. Il segretario di sicurezza alimentare. I read that as Hispanic. It's probably way off. Rubio, I do apologize for this porous mind of mine. Seeing as you're here, I'm sure tonight's meal is not to be missed. Probably a reused asset from Casimira's. I could see that. Hardly, good sir, but as we are expecting some rather esteemed guests tonight, I did put in a little extra effort. I see, I see. Over here, Beato. I'll be right there, if you'll excuse me. Who was that? Rubio, Segretario de Sicurezza Alimentare. What? Is actually a government official looking like that? I ignored him when I first came in because I thought he was just a doorman. But you're missing out on much. He might as well be a clown. Why do you say that? He's not from one of the familia. And after a lifetime of struggling, the best position he could claw himself into was the director of that no-name departamento. And after he landed the position, he went around kissing the asses of various familia until he somehow managed to bumble his way into some renown. Nowadays, his departamento, pretty much caters all events in Volsini, large and small. He doesn't care about his image at all, standing in front of the door to greet the guests like that. I mean, you saw him. See? That said, though, there is a thing or two we could learn from his sorry mug. I must congratulate you, Rubio. Who wears your belt like that, bro? That is... Alright. Oh my. What might the occasion be? Word on the street is that young master Leontuso will be attending the banquet tonight. The heir to Familia Bellone, the great celebrity by Carracci's side, has never attended a banquet like this before. This is your big break, isn't it? Signor Walach, you must have been quite pleased with the batch of steaks I sent you the other day. Otherwise, I'm sure you wouldn't be calling me just to joke around in such a manner. Things have changed, Rubio. I may be the boss of Familia Rosati in the city, and made a bit of a name for myself, but there are still plenty of rules I must abide by. For example, I have to break the bread of fellowship with a guy like you. Your support is always appreciated. Well, it's good that we all treat each other like family. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. We have any issues, we settle them on the table. None of us enjoy spending all day fighting and killing each other. It's just necessity, born of circumstance. Isn't that right? Indeed. You work too hard these days, Signor Walach. Il Ministro de... Can't say that. Is headed by a Bellone, and he normally keeps his distance from me. How much I can do to him. But Il Ministro... The ministry... is a smart man, a good friend of mine. Naturally, he enjoys the Rosati's full support. The host of tonight's banquet, Carracci, minister, is an unpredictable man. Even though he's got Bellone's little pup following him around, he managed to stay on decent terms with everyone. Rubio, food safety is very important, is it not? I do hope you are also a very smart man. Of course, of course. He's gonna die. The VIP arrived just now. Excuse me, I must be off. See you. I know how strong you are, Signorina Texas. Unfortunately, I am not a man who enjoys resorting to violence. Using force is the least efficient method. So if you were expecting to leave Syracuse after making a few heads roll on my behalf, I'm afraid you'll be quite disappointed. Did not expect that. He really is a new generation. Just tell me what I need to do. Carracci Volsini's Ministro de Lavori Pubblici. He is responsible for the construction of the new nomadic city plate. He's also one of our men, and I need you to protect him. A government official? I know what you're going to say. The government is just a cloth draped over Grey Hall's round table. For your associate of every familia remembers Signora Cecilia's lament. There was once a time when we never took stock of the vases and cold trees sitting on our tablecloth. Right now, it's something we must pay close attention to. When the Colombians brought new things back with them, what disturbed me most was not their technology, but rather... but they do things nothing like we do in Syracuse. They knew that Syracuse's officials were never going to turn their backs on the old guard of the Familia, so they never required those officials to defer to them in public. All they needed was for them to turn a blind eye at just the right moment or whenever it was convenient for them. What can we do? Getting rid of those officials won't solve anything. Try to settle things with them directly? Not stupid enough to give the game away. Despite the not insignificant amount of power and influence we have here, there is nothing we can do about them. I believe that you, having spent a number of years living in Lungmen, should be more familiar with their ways of doing things. To the point, I almost thought I was back in Lungmen. But here in Siracusa, few people even realize how big the shockwaves from the Colombian approach might end up being. Sounds like you are getting the hang of the Italian words even with Spanish on the way. That's good. Hopefully. Copio. You know, Signorina Texas, when I really dove into the nitty-gritty of this approach to better understand it, the only thing I felt was admiration. The weapons they deploy are profits and negotiations, not violence and bloodshed. Ah, so you also studied their methods. Studied? No. I'll do it better than them. Karachi is my trump card. Recently, there's been a sudden outbreak of assassinations on government officials around the city. Though I haven't confirmed who's behind the attacks yet, I must ensure the safety of Ministro Karachi. He's an interesting man and prefers to walk over taking the car. Even though I have people protecting him in secret, I do not feel at ease. I've already given them a heads up. Go bring him over to the banquet venue. The target is crossing the street right ahead. There should be at least 7 mafiosi covering him from the shadows. Seems like there won't be any major issues. Would you look at that? Didn't I just say something good was about to happen? Texas! Care for some fuel. I can't say that. That's out of my capabilities.
重要なのは判決を下した後にどう執行するかです。ドクター、あなたの素晴らしい行い。
Love the soundtracks in this, man. The lone wolf who returned to the rainy city. Thing has changed in 7 years. Perhaps finishing up the tasks she was given one by one will let her leave sooner. I want to go to the cafe. I want to go to the... Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh. What is this? Maybe I'll find a restaurant I like before I get to work. What? You have some random stages in your story? Mini story. Is this like a canon side quest? You basically unlock some mini story encounters for Texas just now. If you go to certain places, you can get some dialogue scenes there. Wait, that's so sick. Hurry up. The fighting started. You over there. You're not going to run, at least get out of the way. This place doesn't change one bit. Bystanders disperse in a panic, but Texas remains seated at the table, looking at the pizza that was just brought out to her. That woman over there. Don't forget to take care of her too. Did you just say killing civilians is too messy? She's eating a pizza like... It doesn't count if their ass gonna die. What the hell's going on? How is she this strong? Just get the job done first and worry about this later. Food's totally ruined now. Somebody hiding out of the bar? Check the shopkeeper's kit. No loose ends. Want to go back for her? Wait, hold off on that for now. I didn't get a good look before, but the color of her hair and eyes. Yeah, we'd better figure out who she is. Bro, she's just having a pizza like... it's popping the hell off in the restaurant. She's like, damn, that's crazy. That's wild. Oh, that's great, man. Radio. Huh. Mafiosi start fighting in a pizza parlor. Protect the patrons as they try to make an exit. Texas still detests it all, but there is little she could do. Huh. Let me actually add operators real quick. Hold on. We gotta have Axia. Where is...
Bene. Cerca di tenere il passo. Ma se le cose si fanno troppo difficili per
オフィスに腰を下ろしているだけでは正義をなすことはできない。それだけははっきりと理解しています。
I gotta level up Mjolnir ASAP as soon as possible. That's probably like next priority. 100%. 1000%. I know it's like a dumb thing to do, but like, don't judge me. Okay, let me not be stupid. And let me actually add... Where's Elysium? I got an E2 Elysium too. Bruh. My bro, my guy, my dude. My son. Kind of overkill having both, but why not?
Protect all those who are innocent before my eyes.
I could bring a medic. You know, best medic in the game. Best medic in the game, you know. Could do that, could do that. Would be nice, you know. I'm just saying. May want to watch. You might want to do the tutorial stages first. This stage has event mechanics. Sweet. It'll be more exciting to do it blind. Oh yeah. She ain't no dang medic. That's the most terrifying harnesses you'll you'll ever see. What do you mean? Best doctor in the game. You ain't never seen a healer like Kelsey, alright? You ain't never seen it. You ain't never seen a healer like Kelsey, okay? Oh man, that is funny, bro. That is funny. That is funny. And you know what? Whoa. I kind of want to try out Kazemaru because I haven't tried her out at all. But actually, I haven't used her too much, but the few times I have, I actually really like her as an operator. Alright. Hey, UD, who's better? Neural Alter or Skitty Alter? Yes. Yes. Every operator just depends on the map, and it also depends on, like, your team composition. But if we're talking who's the better character, Neural, no questions asked. Put the pitchforks away. I'm not changing my mind. Giga Chad Alpha Queen Neural, okay? Anyways. Ready, set, yo. How we doing? Well, actually, let's just test the waters. I'm assuming ranged units come from the right side, if I have to guess. Ranged units come from the left side as well. So... Tight. What? I know I haven't played Arknights in a while. Wow, that is... Holy hell, that is a really nice art. Damn. Damn. Wait. Oh. I'm still good? Okay, bless. Okay. Ready, set, go.
リアのバグパイプ波状棒と共に参る。くっきりはっきり見えますわよ。いつでも撃てますわ。
This is...
Qui non è successo niente.
Never mind, I need it. No!
始めよう。
No!
命令を。
Okay. I gotta stop using tequila. Judy, those are civilians? Wait, no, wait, so they're good to go? Oh, that's why I was so confused. That makes so much sense. I was so confused. I thought they had like a no block mechanic. Oh, bro, I'm all thinking they had like a high guard mechanic where you need like a block 3 or something. Oh. I was so confused. I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, oh, must be, you know, that's why you need tutorial stage? No, but that's what makes it so much more exciting. Content, brother, content. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, shit, this needs like a block 3 or something. Interesting. This is my first time having like a stage with civilians. So you gotta let them go for the blue box? Oh, fascinating, fascinating. You need on that pre-amnesia doc stuff. Civilians? What civilians? Civilians? What civilians? That is funny as hell, bro. Okay, so we're chilling. We're chilling. Well, in that case... Wait, so if I gotta protect the civilians, then... Huh. Uh-huh. So, like, I can't... Will they attack the civilians then? It's up to you to let them live or die? Well, I mean, that's kind of effed up, you know? So it's good if they go for blue, right? Ideally. Like, ideally, that's the move. See, I have... Bro, the amount of anxiety seeing a civilian go to a blue box is ridiculous. Oh, my lord. It's absolutely insane. Like, I thought this guy was an enemy for a second, dude. No music? Oh, my bad. I'm all jamming out. My bad, my bad, my bad. We'll pop ultimate. So overkill. So overkill. Holy hell. Do I even need anybody else? I mean, just for the memes, I guess. Oh my god, I see why... I see why that's so strong. Wait, that's actually kind of disgusting. Hold on. 15-second redeployment. Interesting. More Texas. You can never have... You can never not have too little Texas. You know what I mean? Actually, let's go with...
Mission accomplished.
In questa lotta non ci sono esplosioni né
You need level up bagpipe skills? No. We gotta keep it at 1. We gotta keep it at 1. That's intentional.
Starò meglio dopo aver
You can
bevuto
choose to ignore
qualcosa.
them, get killed up to you, but there will be danger in the next stage. For this stage, there's a request to keep them alive at least 1. So is it based off of requests? Maybe I'll find a restaurant I like before I get to work. Interesting. And you get materials. Fascinating. Huh. That's pretty sick. I even gave my lunch money to the boss. Guess I'll look around somewhere else. What's this? An exquisite poster is plastered to the wall, and the words printed on it are extremely conspicuous. La Morte di Texas. Texas stands beneath the wall and looks up. For the first time since she returned to Siracusa, she feels like laughing. That's one hell of an omen. Okay. Are you the lady who saved my child? I'm delighted to see you again. You're in a good mood. Haha, sure am. That judge over there just told me she knows which familia is responsible for this mess, and even promised me that she'd get them to compensate for my losses. Compensate you? Sounds strange, doesn't it? Judges can't usually do anything to those big familia. This judge is different. It is weird how they, like, just speed run that. She'll pull through for us, and because of her connections with the Belones, the other familia don't dare lay a finger on her. Having a judge like her around means the world to us. Texas feels a familiar exhaustion rise up inside her. She knows exactly where it's coming from. For a moment, she was worried about the judge's safety and well-being, but this worry quickly proves to be unnecessary. Huh. And this is how you get Leon as an operator. I see. Interesting. And now I go to stage 3. Oh. My fated enemy. The true final boss of any event. I always find these harder than the final bosses. The tutorial stage. It's the true final boss right here. Okay. Whoa, meter. Okay. Okay. They're local civilians from Volsini. That's bold. They don't look apprehensive at all. Are they used to this? Place is dangerous. We can't leave them alone. Protect them to the best of your abilities. Interesting. Gonna do a vie for UD, bro. I've been doing this since the beginning of when I joined Arknights, brother. Tutorial stages have always been my enemy. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Whenever we defeat an enemy, the gaze of others seem to get more venomous. Apparently the familia keep a book on blood debts owed by their enemies. The longer you fight them, the more you owe. Protecting the people slowly reduces the familia's hatred, but allowing a civilian to die will have severe consequences for your debt. Be careful. Interesting. These guys have to be the dumbest civilians I've seen. They walk to the enemies. Hello? Like, bro. You gotta be the dumbest civilians I've seen in my life. Like, why are you walking backwards, bro? You can't zigzag bullets. I don't know if you watch too much anime, but that's not how that works. You ain't going zigzag a bullet. I'm sorry. Yeah, this guy's really gonna get it. Warning, enemy behavior has changed. Support is being called in. Hang in there. These guys go into a frenzy when their account book is full. They even call in some interesting people to join in. That's this. But that's the worst of it. Things will get easier after overcoming this hub. You can do it, can't you? Okay, so it's like frenzy mode. Oh, hell break. Oh. It's a hitman. Oh, and he's got a weird camouflage thing on him, so I'm assuming I want to silence him. So, let's start with this. And then... Oh, she's got... Oh, I forgot. She's kind of like... Damn, I gotta level up then. Holy hell. That's amazing. That's actually cracked. That's so good. What the hell? Okay. We should be solid, I think. Love Project Red. Dope. Dude, that one kind of nice. Damn. I didn't realize he had that much range. And that range is like clear for her silence as well, right? UD learning? Nah, that tutorial was fashioned for me. Any other new tutorial stage, I probably would have failed it, to be honest with you. I play a lot of Project Red. That's the only reason why I knew how to do that. That's crazy. So she can silence from range. She's a Lord Guard. That's crazy. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What is this? Hold on. Or just hit. Okay. Interesting. Huh. So, I mean, that went pretty well. Yeah, silence is her talent, so it's silence 24/7 for Lappy. That's wild. Huh. Texas. Salvador, Texas. What am I to think of you? Should I trust you? You are a Siracusan. They all say that violence and ambition runs in your veins. That you and your familia will devour this place. No, all of Colombia. Is the man I see before my eyes truly you? So refined, so upstanding. But I can't take it seriously. But I've also seen the way you throw a punch. The blood dripping between your fingers until your opponent is not able to utter even a single curse. Which is the real you, Salvador. Might there come a day when you realize that your two sides are as oil and water? Might there come a day when the trail of blood in your wake catches up to you? And when that day comes, what would you choose? Well, Lappy silence is only 24/7 if she's at E2. When that day comes, would you remain by my side? A brilliant performance, Signorina. Without a doubt, you've surpassed my expectations yet again. Actually, it's all thanks to someone in the trope called Mr. Ben. I would never have been able to adjust so quickly without his advice. Ben? I'm not sure we have anyone by that name at Teatro de Milano. Huh? He was really knowledgeable about theater and gave me some extremely helpful pointers, so I figured he was an important person here. Sorry, but no one comes to mind. That said, there are plenty of enthusiasts around town who are very well versed in plays. Perhaps he was one of them. More importantly, I saw something on your resume that had me a bit curious. Would you mind clarifying something for me? Sure, ask away. You've been pursuing a pop idol career in Lungmen. We've been collaborating with the city more and more recently, but our acting industries have often been at odds with each other due to their different backgrounds. Even with that caveat in mind, the clips from your audition sent over by Monster Siren Records convinced me that you have some musical talent. What this tells me, though, is that you have your sights set on a lot more than just Lungmen. What drives you to work so hard? Well, a lot of different reasons, I'd say. But at the start, I didn't have anything complicated in mind. It was just something I hoped to catch up to. Oh? It's just like in the script. Every time she gazed through the window or out the door or across the empty streets, her eyes made me feel like one day she would leave both us and Lungmen behind. And when that day comes, what would you choose? What's the hurry? Don't you think it's a miracle for the two of us to run into each other in Siracusa again? I'm busy right now. What a coincidence! So am I! Let me guess. Your job is to protect this man. What are you... Some people really need to learn to read the room. Don't you agree, Texas? Go protect the target. I'll deal with her. Understood. So, 11,000 fiuele? I'll take a piece. No, that's more like it. So, Texas... whoops. Now that we're in Siracusa, I should be calling you Selenia, right? I'd rather you didn't. Fine by me. Honestly, I find it easier that way, too. Force of habit can sure be a scary thing, can't it? Having a leisurely life in Lungmen, occasionally bumping into each other at Rhodes Island, maybe even going on some missions together. Makes me feel like my swords are gonna go rusty. This ever-familiar rain is what makes me feel alive. Swords rust in the rain. In Siracusa, the rain washes away the blood. Only people like you who walk around town with your swords out, but no intention to use them, need to worry about rust. Why are you here? It's simple, really. Because you are. Hey, Texas, how long has it been since you were last in Siracusa? Probably about 10 years now? No, 7 years and 5 months, actually. For more than 7 years, the prodigal daughter of Familia, Texas, has not set foot in Siracusa. I still remember how your grandfather sent you back here to serve as a hostage. You stayed with Familia Saluso for a while. Those days didn't last long, but we sure got along great, didn't we? It's from the first special PV? Interesting. If that's your idea of getting along. Even though you're a Colombian, you managed to win the acknowledgement of all of the Siracusa's Familia. Though it was truly a shame what happened at the end. If you ask me, you ought to stay a while this time and take a good look around. I'm going back as soon as I finish my work here. Oh, going back, you say? Now that you mention it, there's something I've always been curious about, Texas. You betrayed the Texases and decided to become a lone wolf. You even abandoned everything the Texases left behind in Colombia. So why do you still go by the name Texas and Lungmen? It's none of your business, Lapland. I don't plan on staying in Siracusa. I will go back to Lungmen. There are people waiting for me there. Okay then, I'll help you. I don't need your help. Surely you don't think this is a fight you can take all on your own. Didn't you find some buddies over in Lungmen? Didn't your time at Rhodes Island teach you that it's okay to rely on others? Siracusa is no place for tourists. If Rhodes Island ever plans to set up a branch office here, I would urge them to reconsider. But most of all, I can't trust you specifically. Yes, trust. Texas, you know my family name, right? Saluso. That's right. We Salusos don't place our bets lightly. You don't need to trust me, but you don't need our backing. Isn't that right? Or you do? Or do you really intend to let the Ballones drag you around by the leash? With a deafening boom, the sound of an explosion suddenly tore through the air from not too far away. The flash and flame effortlessly engulfed a government official by the name of the Karachi. A car bomb? Oh, now that's a classic. Señor Ministro. The banquet venue is under attack. All nearby Familia associates hurry and back us up. Damn it. Simultaneous attacks on 2 fronts. Now that's interesting. Who would have the guts to pull that off, Texas? Bro. Show yourself. I knew it. Damn! What should I do if I want to go back to Lungmen? Ever since Texas took her first step back in the city, that question has always been on her mind. Going by her agreement with Zarro, the easiest way would be to obey Familia Ballones' every command. But right now, Texas can already vaguely feel that the events unfolding in this city are not so simple. Sick CG, bro. Look at the art. Dude. Talk. Who sent you? You don't need to know. She is not worried. She understands Siracusa well and knows that there is no end to these things. She simply feels a twinge of emptiness, one that even she never expected to feel, because no one will come to her aid in this fight. And after it's over, no one will ask her if she's hurt or drag her off to some party. For her, this emptiness has long since been second nature. So much so that even after leaving Lungmen for such a brief period of time, everything about that city already seems so distant and nostalgic. Out of my way. Don't stop me from going back home. But Texas, the more you want to go back, the more you have to cut your ties. It'll just make you sink deeper and deeper. What I want to know is, when you finally realize that you're completely covered in mud, what will you do then? Good to see you again, Your Honor. It's good to see you again, Your Honor. Oh, Dan Brown, you're here. Looks like I'm in luck. You washed your car just last week, didn't you? Nothing I can do about it. After all, it's my job to be hated. Don't worry. I'll get it nice and clean again for you. Why don't you take a look? Why don't you take a look around while you wait? It's all right. I'll just wait here. Your Honor, I heard that judges have it pretty good. They drive fancy cars, show up on TV, and even the mayor has to be extra polite around them. After all, they represent Signora Sicilia as well. I reckon I don't see any other judges like you, Signori. Get paint thrown on their car every other day. You're probably right. I don't know about the fancy cars or TV appearances, but I could sure use a membership card to your store right about now. Sorry, our humble little shop doesn't offer VIP services. Look like you're in a better mood than before, though. That one familia stopped giving you trouble? All thanks to you, Your Honor. I ran into them on the street yesterday, and they all steered clear of me. Never thought there could be a judge as fair as you in Siracusa. Fair, huh? They're just scared of the people behind me, that's all. You say that, but even if you're backed by Familia Bellone, you still doled out punishment to a familia well connected with the Bellones. And Siracusa, Signora Sicilia is justice itself. I don't know how many of the judges representing the interests of her old familia actually bother upholding any real justice. But deep down in my heart, I know you're the embodiment of justice. That isn't actually a compliment. Oh, right, I almost forgot. You said it earlier that you were having trouble sleeping. Did you go see a doctor? I did. The doc said I didn't have anything wrong with me physically. Except I can't seem to put my right hand down. Just some mental stress. Oh, is something troubling you? Troubling me? I wouldn't go that far. Honestly, this job is basically just a way for me to kill time. I'm not exactly rich, but I'm not desperate for cash either, you know? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, Your Honor. I just don't know. How do you usually like to pass the time? It's me. What? Karachi was killed? Whoa. I understand. I'll be right there. Sorry, Dan Brown. Let's chat some other time. Yudi, your thumb is stuck in that position. Might want to reset your animation on Sprite. Sorry, I forgot to hit the toggle. My bad. Let's chat some other time. As for your question just now, I'd recommend giving the theater a shot. I often head down to watch an opera if I have the time to spare. Dan Brown exits the store. He watches as the judge he deeply respects drives off into the rain, quickly disappearing from sight. She's always so busy, he thinks to himself, drying his rain-beaded gloves on his overalls. But nothing she does will end up mattering, will it? Or rather, the fact that she still holds on to hope is precisely the reason why she'll be disappointed again and again. Things weren't this complicated in the good old days. He looked at the rain falling outside the store and suddenly remembers an afternoon many years ago. I hope it rains a little longer, so I won't have to sweep out the garbage in the morning. Get down! Damn! The boy with the moves! Damn. Thought you were a pampered little princeling, but turns out you're pretty tough to deal with. Huh. No slouches. Stand back, Rubio! I'm clearly the one they're after. I know. Yeah, there's more of them over there too. Out of my way. I just realized, but is UD left-handed? Yes, I am. Good catch. How did you know that? Or how did you realize that without me telling you? Slippery bastard. I'm a southpaw in boxing. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably one of the main reasons why I even won most of my fights. Isn't that Penguin Logistics? Hmm? Get down. Okay. You dead, Gambino? Like I'd kick the bucket so easily. Never expected the real master to show up here. Hit the crap. Mission's botched. Let's split while we still can. This looks like New York. But it's not. Bro, this literally looks like 34th Street all the way up until like 42nd, but not on Times Square, more like right side of Manhattan. Like closer to like 5th Avenue. If anyone's been there, you know what I'm talking about. Like right around like the Empire State Building. Empire State Building down. This literally looks like Manhattan, New York. I know it's not. I'm just saying like it literally does. Even the signs... Bro, even the street lights are exactly like it. What the hell? Yellow boxy and everything, dude. What the hell? That's weird. That even looks like the church. Huh. Yeah, New York and Italy mixed, I guess. Is everyone gone now? I think so. You're wounded. Don't move. It's easy to bleed out. Already called for backup. They'll be here soon. I'll be fine. But how many people would have known about today's banquet? Are you suggesting... No, you're right. Such a large-scale coordinated attack must have been planned for a while. But my identity is public knowledge at this point. It's not exactly hard to track me down. In any case, I'm glad you arrived in time. 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙀 is dead. What did you say? What? Nah, you gotta be shitting me. 𝙃𝙀𝙀 is dead? A car bomb detonated right as he was walking by. 𝙃𝙀𝙀 and 3 bodyguards near him died instantly. Based on the wreckage at the scene, there was no point even taking him to the hospital. I'm sorry. The people who attacked us were without a doubt the same people who murdered Ministro 𝙃𝙀𝙀. What could their objective be? Why are you here? There's so many court cars here as well. You should have told me sooner that Bellone invited her here. Salina, Texas, as the first witness to the scene of Ministro 𝙃𝙀𝙀's murder. You are also a suspect. Now I'm here to detain you. Any resistance will be treated as flouting the laws of Siracusa and will be punished accordingly. Oh, this was in the PV. That's why she was locked up in the PV. Texas does not resist. She understands what she sees in the judge's eyes. Moreover, to all officials and associates of the Familia, Ministro 𝙃𝙀𝙀's importance to Volsini is self-evident. The attacks carried out on each of you will be investigated as part of the same investigation. I, Lavinia Falcone, swear upon my honor to find the identity of the murderer. This shall not go unpunished. You're not serious, are you? Of course I am. Alright. The string of events that just occurred makes Leon feel a bit fatigued. Right as this thought crosses his mind, his entire world starts to spin. Leon? The rain continues to fall with no signs of relenting. Oh, look, it's the banner. Oh, look, that's where my wallet went.
Sa. 今回もお客さんをしっかりもてなしてあげよう。悪いけど、ここは通せないんだ。
I'm curious.
仰せのままに。
Were these maps designed with Texas in mind? Hold on. Okay, we should be chilling. We should be chilling. We should be chilling. Bro, by the way, 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙀 skin, a million, like, so worth it. I don't care what people say. It's a sick skin.
聞いてるの
That's so sick. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yo, that is so sick. That is so freaking cool, dude.
Assumo le posizioni designate.
That is so freaking cool. Holy hell. That was a mood and a half, bro. Oh my god. Let's go with
くっきりはっきり見えますわよ。いつでも撃てますわ。
Is this a crossbow? Can I trigger that somehow? It's so overkill. Like so overkill. I forgot how OP Posey is. Posey, I gotta say, out of all the operators I own, like Posey has probably been my number 1, number 2 most clutch operator in the game. Like in the last few events that I've done. It's crazy. It's actually insane. Like, by far. Like, I'm talking Chen Alter's broken, Kelsey's broken, right? Like, but honestly, there's been a lot of moments where I'm getting more use cases out of Posey than like any other operator. Personally. Okay. Man, I didn't even need tequila. Like, honestly. Like, Posey defending all this on her own. They all about to die. They all about to die. They lived a good life. They lived a good life. Salutes in the chat. The return of Texas. That's so sick. That's so freaking cool, dude. That's so freaking cool, bro. Oh, man. That is Texas, dude. That's so cool. So freaking dope, dude. Where am I? Oh, you're finally awake. This is home? Dimitri, why are you here? Lavinia brought you back. According to the doctor, you passed out due to a combination of your injuries and fatigue. Want an apple? Sure. I knew you'd be hungry, so I already peeled it for you. I hate that all my red flags are going off and that he's probably the mastermind, because it also sounds like they got some history together. I don't know. She left after delivering you to the guards. You should know by now that she's always been reluctant to set foot out inside this mansion. Her coming here for your sake is already a miracle in itself. Karachi's death is actually a bit of an issue, and news of your injury is sure to get out. In the eyes of the other familia, the Belones have, in a heartbeat, gone from the clear frontrunner to a total mess, both inside and out. Someone could show up at any moment to try to take a bite out of us. Did we keep any of the assailants alive long enough to get them to talk? Unfortunately, no. We couldn't find any leads on their bodies either. I expected as much. Any idea who could be behind this? I wonder who. I wonder. The Salusos always kept their cards close to their chests, biding their time. Don't elite operators wear that from Rhodes Island? What the hell? Am I tripping? Question mark? Chat? No, it's an oropathy device. Interesting. So is it like just operators happen to wear them? It's not just like from Rhodes Island? A lot of Rhodes ops use them, including Amiya. Ah, so more of a coincidence. So they sell it outside of Rhodes Island then. I could see that. And man's got mad money. Would make sense that he would be able to get that. Yeah, they're rich too, so that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I can see that. I can see that. I can see it. For them, this is a prime opportunity. As for the Rosatis, they're probably victims too, since Wallach was with me when they attacked. Still, Columbia's familia have never been a monolith. True. There's always the possibility of infighting among them. Besides, there are even more possibilities. They sure found themselves a nice opening. Mind pouring me some water? Ha, you bastard. Barking out even more orders than usual when they got you lying in bed. Pours the water anyway. Did you really just pour me a cup of boiling water? Is it my fault your order wasn't specific enough? All right, fine. You said water, I got you water. At least make a tea out of it, you bastard. That's a cheeky bastard move, dude. All right, fine. I know this is how you express your dissatisfaction with me. What is it this time? It's about the arrangement with Texas. I can't agree to it. Lavinia is a righteous person who would never frame an innocent. She has her own ideas. It's not what I meant. She was supposed to be your sword. When the boss handed her over to you, that came with the assurance that she would not endanger the familia. You should have forged her into a razor-sharp blade. Now she's behind bars under Lavinia's watch. You seriously can't tell that she's looking out for her familia's interests? I'll admit, holding on to Texas after today would only make things more precarious for you. That her surname has appeared once more in Siracusa draws far too much attention. In that sense, you have a point. From Lavinia's perspective, it's safer to have Texas in hand. But how is the rest of our familia supposed to see this? They'll start to think that Leon, the next Don of Familia Bellone, has gotten addicted to playing house on top of the tablecloth. That you've gone soft. Then not only do you not know how to swing a knife, you got it taken away from you. The Bellones have already lost the advantage. No matter who comes looking for trouble, we need to fight back tooth and nail. Leon, the development of Volsini's new district is more than the humdrum business of Il Ministro de Lavori Pubblici. It should be under Bellone's control. What you really want is to say to me. I also have my own plans, Dimitri. Oh, let's hear them then. All right, fratello. You are my trusted advisor. When I got attacked, I already had the feeling that things weren't adding up. After hearing about Carracci's death, that became even more clear. You just asked me who I suspected could be behind this. I don't think it's a Saluso or a Rosati. Why is that? The hitman knew me all too well. Chat. Bam. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll take it back. Bro, I'm paranoid, all right? Walking red flag, all right? They knew exactly how to hit our familia with speed and precision, while targeting me at the same time. So what you're saying is, I'm going to lock myself indoors for the next few days. I need to recover from my wounds. People think we're fumbling in disarray, then let them think that, until the true enemy shows their tail. You let Lavinia take Texas on purpose. That's right. As for how she wants to play her hand, that's for her to decide. In the meantime, there will no doubt be a slew of attacks from our familia. Close attention to whoever's scheming behind the scenes. Understood. So, is that a good enough answer for you? Of course. Since you have a clear plan in mind, naturally, I'll help you put it into action. You are, after all, the boss here. That's what I want to hear. Don't let me down, Dimitri. I'm gonna be so sad if he really is what I think he is. I think he's the traitor. But I'm gonna be, even thinking that, I'm gonna still be depressed if he actually is the traitor. Hello, Wallach? It's me. Leon, I heard you were injured. How are you doing? Fine. We need to talk about what happened earlier today. I imagine you probably have something to ask me too. About that name? Texas. That's a nice prison. What the hell? It's actually a nice prison. What the hell? Ah, so you were held up. You were held up at the time. Who was holding you up? An old acquaintance. Awfully convenient for them to show up just then, don't you think? You're pretty used to being in this kind of situation, aren't you? Back in Lungmen, I'd sometimes let myself get interrogated like this. Lungmen, huh? Anyway, I'd have no reason to do anything like that. That's what they all say. To be honest, though, I don't think you could have been the perpetrator, Selenia. I can imagine if you would have, it would have done you any good. Also, Leon contacted me beforehand and gave me a few reasons why I should trust you. So that's why you showed up at a venue where so many important figures were present. It was originally prepared as a stage for you by Familia Bellone. However, given the current circumstances, our best option is for me to keep you here. You're protecting Leon. Protecting you as well, Texas. Also, this may divert the attention of the other Familia. They will be speculating what Bellone's next move will be after getting hit like this. And those suspicions might loosen some of the fetters around my ankles. Are you really a judge? Why would you ask that? You seem to know a lot about how the Familia operates. I am, in fact, a judge. To be good at this job in Siracusa, you need to know how the mafiosi keep themselves alive, even better than they do. Even if I'd rather not know. You misunderstood me. It's not at all surprising that a law enforcement official would know a thing or two about the people you're enforcing it on. But what I meant was that judges like you didn't exist back in the old Siracusa. You got the wrong idea, Selenia, Texas. I didn't bring you here because of the so-called checks and balances among the Familia. Outsiders may interpret my stance as such, but I couldn't care less. You just arrived in this city and you still don't understand how important Ministro Carracci really was. He was an outstanding person. Could have made the new city under construction something far better. It wasn't just another project to expand his business either. He wanted to make it possible for the citizens to enjoy a new way of life. But he's dead now. I will find his murderer and bring them to justice. They think they can dispose of the people who refuse to bend the knee one after another, as if they were puppets. But I will make them realize that they are not tossing away a broken doll. They are murdering living flesh and blood people. It's a beautiful daughter and father reunion. You love to see it. And you didn't find out who the murderer was. Pretty much. And the task I gave you to investigate exactly why Bellone decided to bring back Texas. No leads there either. You never... You never miss a beat, my dear father. And despite having accomplished nothing at all, you didn't even bother showing up when I called to convene a meeting. The traffic is pretty bad this time of the year. Happened when I kicked you out of the house 7 years ago. You lost your right to call yourself a Saluso. Do you understand what that means? Of course I do. It means you won't show any mercy when you decide to dispose of a disobedient fool like me. You've always been so self-aware, yet never have the slightest inclination to act accordingly. Do you really need me to personally deliver a little warning to the poor little judge? Why would I feel a need to warn her? Well, now that the princeling pup is hiding behind closed doors, everybody's gonna think the sharp-tongued little judgy is a Bellone puppet. And with your personality, you aren't inclined to believe that the Bellones are as weak as they present. So wouldn't it be common sense to use the judge's well-being to test the waters? Seeing how you understand what to do, I want to see results. Why, naturally, I'd never disobey your orders. Assuming our interests align, that is. My dearest father. Salvatore, what are we to do now? Am I to thank you for freeing me from the clutches of my own blood relative? Am I to thank you for spilling blood so that the infected workers may have full stomachs? The man you killed was my father. No, I do not need a list of his crimes. I should think I know them better than you. The scars on our bodies are proof of his cruelty, and the deaths of those laborers were proof of his exploitation. But still, despite it all, Salvatore, I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart for saving me and so many others. Bro, operas and like theatrics are always so theatrical with the scripts, you know? But the stench of blood lingering about you grows stronger and stronger. Let us be away from this place, Salvatore, just the two of us. Take me somewhere we will at least be able to find peace, all right? It might already be too late. Salvatore, it might already have been too late the day you first set foot in Colombia, from when you first sharpened your blade. You say this was all destined? That it could have been avoided? I can't help but think if I were in Viviane's place, would I be able to forgive Salvatore? Even if what he did could be forgiven, the grudge would follow the both of them for the rest of their lives. The theater is dramatic. Who knew? That's what I'm saying. Exactly right, signorina. Huh? Damn. Okay, miss. The two of them were able to get together in the end is, of course, artistic license. In fact, the real Salvatore did not elope with, that means, you know, with Viviane. Also, despite the fact that Viviane's father was indeed as callous as he was wealthy, he took good care of his family, particularly Vivienne, when he doted on like a diamond in the palm of his hand. Very rarely is someone pure evil, don't you think? Therefore, even if the perpetrator was someone you loved dearly, even if you were aware of your father's despicable acts, something like what he did is not so easily forgiven. Signorina Viviane ultimately chose to leave him and move to a new city, where she met someone who truly loved her and thus began a new life. But until her last breath, she never forgot the man named Salvatore. I love her design. Her design's nice. Very nice. So in a sense, the story can be seen as vicariously helping her dreams come true. Did you know Miss Viviane very well? I suppose you could say that. My name is Caterina. You're quite the lovely young actress. Are you new here? I swing by frequently. I've never seen your face before. I am. My name is Sora. I came from Lungmen. Lungmen? How fascinating. I've heard of many actors who went to Lungmen to develop their careers, but rarely the other way around. Sometimes there's value in bucking the trend. Too true. So, Miss Caterina, do you know what happened to the actual Miss Viviane? She never forgot Salvatore. Maybe that's why her son chose a similar path. He became a wise guy and gradually rose to become the dawn of a certain familia. A familia that would eventually go on to clash against Salvatore himself. Fortunately, Viviane came forward and prevented the two rivals from becoming mortal enemies, and eventually, they even became allies. Wait, are you talking about the Rosati family from the script? That's right. Have you already read through the entire thing? Yes, I also wanted to learn as much as I could about the Texas family's history. For some personal reasons. So what did you think of the story? There's a few bits I can't make sense of. Oh? For example, Salvatore's granddaughter. Sora, the stylist wants you to take a look at the design of your costume. Okay, I'll be right there. Sorry, but I gotta go. I don't mind. I'll have another chance to talk. Take your time. We can always chat at our leisure some other day. Okay, that's great. Salvatore's granddaughter. You're wasting time at the theater again, boss. How many times do I have to tell you, Wallach? It is not a waste of time. You pushed most of your work onto me just so you could go write a shitty play. Is that what the boss of a familia should be doing? You even gave yourself a pseudonym. You have a problem with that? Of course not. You are none other than Giovanna Rosati, our beloved Donna. I know you're dissatisfied with me, but is there really anything in this city worth worrying over? Before, no, but now, yes. Carracci is dead. Oh. Carracci was originally just an ordinary man, elevated by the familia to keep each other in check. All his death proves is that Bologna was not capable enough, nothing more. And someone greatly resembling Selenia appeared at Leon's side. Say that again. Texas. Selenia, Texas. Well, I don't recall you being the sort of man who likes to crack jokes. And you should also know that I hate people who joke about Texas more than anything else. So you can tell I'm not joking. I have no idea how Bellone managed to find her, but she had those unmistakable eyes and hair. Exactly like the one in your photo. But she didn't die. And she's with Leon now. She would never have survived the liquidation if not for a certain familia protecting her. The logical conclusion is that Bellone saved her back then. Looks like we're going to need to have a little chat. Giovanna, this clearly is a trap. My apologies, boss. It's not so much a trap as an entire conspiracy. Think bigger. If they really were the ones who saved her back then, what good does it do to me to drop by and express my gratitude? Make preparations. Business discussions are over. I'm paying Volsini a visit. Understood. I'll make the arrangements. Alas, it seems that the new script will have to go on the back burner for a while. Boss, I'm sure you're aware that Carracci's death presents an excellent opportunity for us. But you still seem hung up on the Texas name. If this keeps up, the Rosatis won't have a future. Oh. Courthouse perimeters. Hospital. It all goes down at the hospital, I'm telling you, bro. And the courthouse. I love how the city zoning is the hospital next to the courthouse because you damn know for sure this courthouse has to go to the hospital for evidence every damn day. That's such a city zoning thing, dude. Oh, man, that's so great, bro. That's so great, dude. That is fantastic. Honestly smart. Hella smart, bro. That is funny. Holy hell. All right, well, fam, we are going to call the stream there. Overall, first impressions. Pretty solid story. Very solid story. Few twists and turns. Nothing crazy, but few twists and turns. I like the contrast between having them have a play of what happened back in the day with the fall of the Familia Texas, and then also having the current events affect the current last remaining member of Texas. Like, that contrast is really beautiful. I gotta say, favorite thing about this so far, it's not glorified. I love that. Bro, like, the whole mafia gang thing has been so glorified. It's crazy. Crazy in so many different medias. And like yeah, there's some semblance of pride that comes with that, you know, but it's not as grandiose as most people think it is. And yeah, like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. I like how real this is. I also like that they've introduced the new generation that's trying to pay respect to the roots with Leon, but also trying to change how things are done. You know? How would you rate the story so far? Solid 8 out of 10. Like, one of the things that I also like in the story is, like, a lot of people misunderstand two things. One, they think like they either think it's this beautiful, grand, like, thing to have been a part of this history, which is not true. And two is, like, all mafia and all gangs are bad, which, like, I need to be careful with my words here, but bad is subjective. You know what I mean? Bad at the end of the day just means something's common interest does not line up with yours. That's when something is bad, right? There are actual groups that do look out for your safety, albeit not through the most legal means, and obviously illegal things are very bad and you shouldn't do them. But if you like in a situation like this, when you have to choose, you hope that the right families are in power and not the wrong ones. And it gets a little more messy when outside forces try to step in and fix your problems, right? Because if a good family is in power, and good is subjective, and obviously like illegal stuff shouldn't happen, and we should abide by law. But you know, like, all things considered, when you're a civilian in this, if someone tries to step in and knock out a good family from being in power, well, if they don't get the job done right, well, guess what? Now we have to deal with the bad family that comes into power right afterwards. And now every damn civilian and citizen is dealing with the consequences of knocking out the previous family, right? So it's a little complex, you know, and they showcase that. And it's an accurate power struggle of both the good and the bad. It's not just all like, you know, bad, and it's not just all like, oh, it's so badass to be in a gang or you know what I mean? It shows like once you get in, it's very hard to get out of the game, right? So yeah, now you have to deal with the greater evil. Exactly. It's you're dealing with the lesser of the evils, and sometimes you don't want the lesser of the evils to go away because now you have to deal with the greater one, right? So yeah. I do gotta say this was pretty good. Surprising. Very surprising. That's all I can say. That's it. I would love to say more, but you know, till next time, till the next stream. Thanks for joining. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Sorry I got emotional a few moments. It was just a really well-written story. Really resonated with how good the story writing was, you know? No other reason besides that. So I appreciate the patience in that. Thank you. Thank you for joining the stream. Subscribe, leave a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Join the Discord. And can't say this enough, but consider subscribing to the 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙧 channel. On the topic, real quick, I think one of the coolest things about seeing the boss lady we just saw trying to write a play on the fall of Texas to kind of share a story is like just really cathartic to see, you know? Because sometimes there are things that you can't share, and some of the best ways to share stories that can't be told through regular means is to do it through fiction. You know? Yeah. Till next time, be unreal. Peace. Adios. Now. Subscribe to 𝙃𝙖𝙀𝙧. Definitely inspired by Texas Altar, 100%. Not by anything else.
There's a threshold you cross when the book starts to turn. It's a rook cheating your presence of peace. Stories rewrite, stars fleet the night, judging the cover by look. There's a dusty old line in the blown to bits by my path. No